You doing? Hello and welcome to the pre-stream stream. This is where the cool kids hang. And have you seen the picture of me on Twitter today playing swing ball with Andy in the garden? It is one of the greatest pictures in the history of the world. People doubt that I dress the way I do. Well, how about this? This was me live on location playing swing ball in the garden earlier on today in full business wear. These exact clothes, in fact. The only thing missing is I'm not currently wearing any shoes at all. But yeah, there you go. Proof that I do head to the training ground occasionally. That's me on actual grass. How are we doing, boys and girls? I like how Andy's in full winter clothing and I'm in that. I mean, it's March now. That means shorts and sandals. I was wearing jeans until the other day. Adam, I've just seen you redeemed your youth player. Can you let a mod know if, I don't know if there's any mods in yet. As soon as you see a mod, let them know. They'll add you to the list and we'll get that sorted for you. Grass needs a trim. Yeah, the problem is we don't have a lawnmower at the moment. I'm going to need to invest in a lawnmower and a shed to put the lawnmower in. The lawnmower that we had, we just left at the old house in the old shed because we knew we didn't have a garage or a shed at this one. And now it's occurred to me that, yeah, we don't have a shed or a lawnmower or a garage. So I think I'm hoping at some point, once we get properly into spring, I'm hoping at some point someone sticks a leaflet through the door offering to come and cut the grass. I mean, that's pretty much the entire lawn. There's not much of it. So what? Tenner? Who wants to come and cut my grass for a tenner? You have to bring your own mower. That's my plan anyway. Are ankles allowed on Twitch? Maybe. You can see my varicose vein there, look. Just there. So you know I'm old. Old Kevy varicose vein. Me, I'll do it with scissors. You're welcome to come and do it with scissors, right? As long as it gets cutting. Don't I have a bobber job type? I don't know. Probably. We've only just moved into the area though, so we don't really know what the situation is yet. In my old place, people would be forever putting leaflets through the door and knocking on the door, offering to come and cut the grass or clean the windows. We've had no window cleaners offer to come and get involved. We're in a 3-story house and I don't own a ladder. I don't know how I'm supposed to clean the windows. If you live near my house, and I'm not giving you any more information other than the fact that that's the back garden of it. If you recognize that back garden, and you know where I live, and you can do window cleaning, grass cutting, patio jet washing, all that kind of stuff. I'm in the market for an odd job man. So you don't know where to find me. That's the point. You know where to find me. Leaflets through the door, please. That's what I'm looking for. Who won the swing ball? Kev won the swing ball, of course. I am the swing ball champion. I'd love to know what your neighbours thought when they saw me in the garden with half a suit and a pair of shorts. I mean, it's not the first time they've seen me like this. I answer the door like this every day when the postman comes, and because I'm the... So, I mean, it's not so much now we've not had neighbours for a little while, although someone else just moved in next door, but for a little while, I was the only one who was in during the day, so I would take in everybody's parcels during the day, and then in the evening, they'd all come knocking on the door and see me dressed in this get-up. So, the neighbours are used to it. The Shadow Demon, thank you very much for the sub. Ask your postie, he'll know the right chaps. That's a good idea. My postie's a very friendly man as well. Was that the flat for sale in the background? I'm in on that purchase. Unobstructed views of Farragus. No, the flat that's for sale is kind of over here. I'm almost looking. In fact, no, this is the garden for the flat that's for sale. The flat that's for sale. This is the shared garden. There's like a block of flats next door, which you can see extending around there. So it's those. Dupe, thank you very much for the raid. You've arrived just in time to see me looking sexy. Yeah, exactly. You can see 6 of my toes and my varicose vein and like 2 halves of different knees. It's basically pornography. So I don't know, should I have saved this until after 9 p.m? I feel like maybe I should have done, but you know, got to show that I'm basically a sportsman. Nix, thank you very much for the gifted sub for Dupe. Now Dupe can sling a Kevy 6 times out wherever he wants to. Franum David, thank you very much for the sub as well. 6 months. Also, you need to sign an NDA about the address if you recognize the garden. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, if anyone can identify our location from that garden picture, I've seen a fence with a house behind it before. I know exactly where you are. Then that's some top sleuthing work. Owen, thank you for the gifted sub. Gifted subs are plenty this evening. Beautiful stuff. Right, shall we get on with some Football Manager? It does mean you're going back to this screen for a second. We'll just I mean, I'm giving you a second to screenshot it. If anyone wants it for their personal collection, this is your time to screenshot it because it's going away in 3, 2, 1. There you go. You just get the good bit on that angle when you're actually on Twitter. Right, boys and girls, Football Manager then. It's not just pictures of me dressed all sexy like. We are going to do some Football Manager as well. We're in season 6 of this save now, believe it or not. We started unemployed. We ended up in Wales for 5 years and finally got free after winning the Welsh Premier League. And now we're trapped in Scotland. This is our first season in Scotland, 6th year of the save. We're in the Scottish 3rd tier. We took over at CLYDE at the start of the season, and we are steamrolling the league. We're a very good side. We got through to the quarterfinals of both the Betfred Cup and the Spuffle Trophy. And we're looking good. In fact, we got to the semi-final of the Spuffle Trophy, which we got knocked out of in the last game of last night. And we are looking very good for promotion from Scottish League 1 into the Scottish Championship next season. We've just... How many games left have we got? I can't do the maths. How many games do we play? We've got that number of games left. That looks to me like about 12 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Losing my touch. It's because there was 2-month breaks and it broke me a little bit. Oh, posture check. Sorry, let's get the posture check. There you go. Ooh, we're all good. Posture check complete. Right, shall we do some Football Manager then? Now I've told you what's going on. Let's go and try and win a football match. We're playing against Brora. How do you say that? Brora. Playing against Brora. I feel like you need to have had a few beverages to be able to say that name fluently. Brora. We're playing against Brora. Charlie, I am hydrating. Don't worry. Ooh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, let's go and play Brora. Have we got any Scottish people in who can tell me how to say this? It can't be Brora. There must be more to it than that. Brora. How is it Brora? They haven't got enough letters for it to be Brora. It's definitely Brora. Brora.
Loving the content, Kev.
Woodard, thank you very much for the sub, Brora. George, I'll check on your youth player after this game. You have to remind me what their name is. It probably is George, isn't it? Or something along those lines. You'd have to remind me. Oh, someone else spent points to see their player as well, did they? Mike, I'll sort that after the game as well. So there's now a queue of 2. We'll check in on them after the game. Remind me. Remind me. I mean, that reference that I just did only means anything to me because when me and Anna first met, she was really into playing Gears of War Horde mode. She just loved the thing, and I'd be just mooching about the place, and every now and again from the living room I'd hear a shout of "Revive me!" because it's all you ever yell in that game. Revive me! So I was referencing my own memory of something that happened in private 8 years ago. What was it? Remind me, not revive me. I don't need you to revive me. Hopefully. If you're the bully we, are they the brora? I don't know what they are. It's not a word. That's the thing. I need to learn how to do a Scottish accent. I'm sure if I'd mastered a Scottish accent, I'd be able to say brr properly. Brr. Will Anna shout at me tonight? I mean, maybe we need the mods to do a prediction on it. I think there's a good chance she will. But you never know. There's 2 ways the evening could go every time I stream. Either Anna will shout at me at some point because I'll do something stupid, or she'll just fall asleep and have an early night, and then she won't know that I'm doing the stupid thing. So they're the 2 options, really. You know, some people would write down those types of redemptions. I mean, those people probably don't have mods who can remind them. I'm not going to sit here using a pen like a caveman. I've got a team to do that for me. How's Anna's finger? Oh, it is really swollen, and there's a big black bruise on the underside of it where her ring was. I don't think she's broken it. I think she's really, really bruised it. But it's yeah, she can't come close to getting the ring back on just yet. If it was the engagement ring, then I would just assume this was her convoluted way of breaking up with me, but it wasn't. It was the fancy tech ring. Love a fancy tech ring around these parts. Well, she doesn't now. She's not a fan of it at all anymore. Will odd news stories come back tonight? I mean, if an odd news story comes up, I'm sure we'll have a look at it. I don't want to force it. It's important not to force it. But if the right weird news story comes up, we'll probably have a look. Yeah, fancy tech ring. It's an aura ring. It's basically if I whisper it, the code word into it, I turn into the Green Lantern. It's something like that anyway. Or it tracks my sleep. Tracks my steps. It basically does most of the things my Apple Watch does, but because my Apple Watch is on charge overnight, and this charges for like 20 minutes a day while I'm having a shower, then this is just keeping track of what I'm doing all the time. Kev likes to have wearable gadgets. I love a gadget. Gadgets are sensational. My Apple Watch is now aware that I'm talking about it and it's vibrating. What do you want, Kev? What do you want? It doesn't call me Kev. My watch calls me Batman. Can I help you, Batman? No, you're all right. Not going to say your name. You don't need to drop a Batman right now, though. Tried installing the home save, put it in the editor, and when I load the game, it doesn't load. Yeah, the home database was built on the pre-update version of FM21, so unless you're a database wizard who can go through and verify it to work after post-update, it won't work. It was made to work before. My desk's covered in paper reminders of things I still have to do and once had to do. What, either side of your typewriter and your quill? Odd news with 5-time showdown winner Kevin. I like that. Oh, checking on players. Yeah, who am I checking on? See, I've already forgotten. What players am I checking on? I need their player name, not the username. So who is the players I'm checking on now? I'll just keep hitting continue until I see some player names appear. Would you like? Mum threatens to put kids on eBay after they redecorate house with talcum powder. That seems pretty tame to me. KFC Ben's back for Streamer Showdown Season 3. I mean, did we really expect him not to be? Ah, yeah, George. Okay, we can search for George. So, George. No, not George. George Ham. £26 million, your value. 15 England under 21 caps. You're at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wow, you went for 43. Were you at Wolves before, or were you at Middlesbrough before? I mean, I know you were at Middlesbrough before, but when you got this player, were you still at Middlesbrough? You've now gone to Wolves for 43.5 million. I think if I'm a Wolves fan in this situation, I'm questioning that fee a little bit for a player who's not played, who at the time hadn't played a Premier League game, hadn't played for England. It seems like the kind of crazy transfer that I'd do when I was winding down a save, especially for a centre-back who's only 5'10". But yeah, that's George. And who was the other one? There was another one somewhere. What's the other one? Do we know the other one? I don't see another name. Jason, thank you for the sub. He doesn't seem to be here anymore. Okay, fair enough. But if he pops back in later on in the stream, I'm sure someone will let me know. It's L Puff. Yeah, but I need to know what his actual player name is. I can't search for that. So he needs to let us know whom his player is. Would you be okay with a 5'10" holding midfielder? I mean, to be fair, I signed Joachim Brand, who I think is a 5'10" centre back, isn't he? So if you're good enough, you're tall enough. Never mind, care if I was redeeming a player, not just checking on. Ah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Bum 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 bum. There you go, Somerset Fruitcake in with the exact comeback. Brand is a 5'10". He's not a right back, he's a centre back. You lot want him to be a right back. Brand is a centre back. He's the best centre back in the world. He's the best centre back since Banfalvi. The Teesside Kante. Is that what they call you? You sure you're hearing him right? Brand is a centre back. Height is over 8. See, Mike knows. Oh, we're set for a record points haul. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Did the raid of my... Gary, I have no idea what that means. I'm going to need that rephrasing. Height is overrated unless you're taller than most people, in which case it's everything. I wouldn't say I'm taller than most people. I'm pretty... I don't know. It's weird because in normal society, I'm a pretty tall guy. Where I grew up, because I grew up in the sticks, I was very average height in my school. I was like midway. If you in PE where you had to line up from tallest to shortest, I'd be halfway along that line. But then I'd go to the football on a Saturday afternoon in the centre of Peterborough, and I'd be towering over all the adults. It's weird how a little bit of fresh air and some dung around your feet turns you into a giant. Apparently, every kid was a giant. Everyone I know from when I was a kid is over 6 foot tall. Thank you for the bits. What is it? Perfect. We're just going to call you Alper. I imagine that's exactly what you were going for. That's what you were hoping we'd call you. What am I? I know I'm 6'2", not 6'4". Did my raid come through? I didn't see it, but thank you for it. Sometimes I don't notice them. And I would imagine it's almost certainly me not reading right rather than you not writing right. So don't worry. When you're having to read the chat at top speed with lots of other messages coming in, sometimes I get all confused. Kev's 6'4". You're taller than me then. Congratulations. Did you grow up in the sticks or in a city? This is going to be an interesting piece of research tonight. I need to know if you grew up in the countryside or in a city and how tall you are. That's what I want to know. My theory is I grew up in Guildford, so city. See. Is Guildford a city though? Guildford's a nice city, isn't it? I guess what I mean is, did you grow up in a dump like Peterborough, or did you grow up somewhere nice? I grew early, so I was one of the tallest in my year. Grew up when I was about 12. By the time I was 16, I was average. Pretty sure I stopped growing at 14. Al perfect. Paul and perfect. Okay. Countryside, 5'10". Amy shows what people like height-wise from where you're from. Yeah, Amy is tall. She'll be over 6 foot when she's done growing. But then Lucy stopped growing when she was about 14. And they've grown up in the same place. It's a strange one. I grew up in the countryside, 6 foot on the dot, 5'11" city, 5'10". Zealand, you've spelt dog wrong. 5'9" city, 5'11" city. Durham, from Northampton, 5'1", 5'11". Done a tour of Reading, Birmingham, and London in my childhood years. Been 6 foot since 12. 6'3", 9 years in Manchester, 9 years in the sticks. This is not helpful at all for my research. Not helpful at all. I had the potential to be a good footballer, and then from 12 to 14 I had a growth spurt and became lanky. Well, that's surely an advantage, isn't it? 5'8" country. So what you're telling me is it's nothing to do whether you're in a city or the countryside. What you're telling me is there's some kind of fertilizer in the village I grew up in that's probably going to give us all cancer. Is that what we're describing here? Because we were all giants. Because there doesn't seem to be any correlation between where you grew up and your height from anybody else. New Forest. Oh, see, the New Forest is one of my favourite places. I love the New Forest. Where in the New Forest? We used to go on holiday to the New Forest every summer in my childhood. My mum used to love wandering around Burley and getting us an ice cream. Genetics. What? Everyone where I grew up is related to each other. Probably just many big people in your village for some reason. Big people get big kids. Yeah, but it's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it, for everyone to be big? I reckon we're all stuffed full of fertilizer. I want to sue people now so I can enjoy the money before whatever filthy illness takes me as a result of it kicks in. Lyndhurst area. Okay. Okay, I'm aware of Lyndhurst. Once I was at the New Forest and woke up to a donkey in my awning. Nice. Sounds like you were camping in a rascal area, unless a donkey broke through. Anyone here now to load the home save? Yeah, you can't unless you fix it. Busy tall postman. That could be it. He's saying you're full of manure. I think I might be. Thing is, when I was born, my parents lived in Peterborough, so the postman didn't make it out to my mum. And my brother's taller than I am. But then we were in the village by the time he was born. But I grew up in... I didn't grow up. My first year and a bit of my life were in the city centre. And then we moved out to the sticks. And I'm accounting that 1 year of smog-filled development for why my brother's an inch taller than me. Junior school, tallest in the year, moved to senior school, became average. Always thought I was 6 foot until I was 40. Got measured at hospital, 6'1". Oh, what a bonus to get at 40 years old. As someone who's approaching 40, I'm getting all the feelings of, oh, it's all downhill from here. I'd love to be delivered an extra inch. I'd love to know there's an extra inch in my future. I was 5'7" at 14, tallest in the year at school, 30 years on, still 5'7", not the tallest anymore. That's what my eldest daughter did. Smoking also can reduce growth, so that could be the reason for the inch. My brother smoked longer than I did. I wasn't a smoker for a long time. Go see a chiropractor before getting measured, probably gain an inch or two. Ooh. That's why we're doing the posture checks. Do I get asked to get things for people at the supermarket? Yes, all the time. All the time. Based on your description of walking to shops and downtown where you live now as a city, in America we have to drive in order to get to those places. Yeah, but it's not a city. I officially live in a town now, I think. Where I lived before was a village. Posture check. There we go. Posture check. Yeah, I live in a town now with a city down the road. But there's a gap between my town and the city. I'm giving you too much information. We're going to stop talking. Hydrate. We'll hydrate. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Town, city, village are all different names for the same... Well, they're not, are they? They're all different things. What you were dumping those posture check things. Nah, I like it. Helps me move my back. That's a spectacular Spider-Man mug. It is. In fact, you can see on the inside of it, it's even got the Amazing Spider-Man printed on the inside, just to add to how cool it is. Not often you get a mug that's got the printing all the way around. It's a very cool mug. I think it came in a Funko collector's box thing. It is a very cool mug, though. I think I got that, one of my Spider-Man pops, and a Spider-Gwen t-shirt, all in the same collector's box thing. It was a very cool box. Did I ever watch the Adam West and Burt Ward era Batman? No, because I'm too young and I don't go back and watch old stuff. I mean, I'm aware of it. I've seen bits of it on, but I haven't got time to watch modern TV. I'm not going to watch old TV. That's my smiley face always worn a hat. No, Pac-Man's got a KFC hat on at the moment, so I was wearing it this morning. I just put it on there. I broke the habit of... I think for the first time since I've been self-employed, I got up this morning and didn't just jump in the shower straight away. Mainly because it was bin day, or it is bin day, and I forgot to put the bins out last night. So, because Anna's off work this week, I'm setting the alarm a little bit later than normal. So the alarm went off at 8, and she immediately said, you know it's bin day. So I just slung some pajamas on, stuck that KFC hat on that was at the side of my bed, ran outside, put the bins out, and then thought, well, I'm up now, I'm dressed, I may as well go and do a bit of editing. and a few other bits and pieces that I needed to do that weren't on camera. So I sat in here until about 11 o'clock in my pajamas with that hat on. Because, you know, even when I'm only putting the bins out, I'm not letting my neighbours see me with bed hair. You've seen what my hair is like. My hair, you know how normal people, if they don't put product in their hair or don't brush their hair, it will just flop down. Mine doesn't understand going down. Mine just grows out and out and out. If I just let my hair grow, it would just be bushy and curly, which is why it's always so unruly, even when I fill it with grease like I have at the moment. So my hair is a right state, so I have to put a hat on it to hide all the hair. And yeah, so I had the hat on, and then when I was ready to actually start filming today, took the hat off, put it on Pac-Man. I went upstairs, had a shower, and got ready. Love that you dress up for the streams. I mean, I'm a football manager. I have to wear a suit. But you have to dress for the role that you want. And what is that? That's that weird angle again. And I want to be managing in the Champions League final. I'd wear a suit for that. So I'm going to wear a suit when I'm away to Falkirk on a Tuesday night as well. Shouldn't you have a NordVPN hat for Pac-Man? I mean, if NordVPN want to send me a hat to put on Pac-Man, I'll take it. At the moment, KFC are getting some free promo out of me, so I might turn the hat around in a minute. KFC want my promo. They can pay me. KFC is delicious though. But yeah, NordVPN should give me a hat that I can put on there. I like that hat though. I think it's a cool hat, which is ridiculous, but I like hats like that. I'll actually wear that. It just needs the peak bending, and I need to get at it with a cheese grater to scuff it up. Anyone who's ever seen me in a baseball cap before knows I like a bent peak, distressed looking hat. So I am going to go at that thing with a cheese grater before we go on holiday this year. If we go on holiday this year, I might make that my holiday hat this year. I used to have hair like that. Genetics is taking care of it. My dad keeps threatening me with that. Because my dad's bald, and he keeps telling me, "Oh, you moan about your hair, you're going to go bald at some point," and my response is always the same. He was going bald by his late 20s. I'm nearly 40, and there's not even any indication. My hair is still so thick. I ain't going bald. I'd quite like to go bald. I've said to Anna, as soon as my hair starts receding, I'm shaving it all off. I'm going full Triple H. But it's not happening. I'm just too good looking. I'm too handsome. I'm going to have a full head of luscious hair all my life. Have I ever had the other team wearing two different kits? I've had my team wear two different kits before. It was a glitch early on in FM21. Your neighbours now think you work nights at KFC, but at least I didn't see the bed hair. Exactly. I don't mind them thinking I work at KFC. I'd rather they thought I worked at KFC than them knowing what I actually do. Because it just invites too many questions. Only a genius like Kev would ever bother wearing a suit. All them other streaming showdown players would never dare to put in such effort. I know. I was horrified on Sunday night particularly, that everyone was just dressed like they were on their way. They were all dressed in pajamas and underwear. No one was dressed for the occasion. They should have at least put a collar on, a collared shirt, and I could have forgiven them. It's a little bit casual not having the tie on as well, but a collared shirt and I would have been okay. But they were all wearing pajamas. What's the plan with Clyde? Get him to the SPL? Potentially not. I mean, we don't necessarily have to get to the SPL with Clyde. I would like to get to the SPL before we head to England. It doesn't necessarily have to be with Clyde. If we get a better offer, we might go somewhere else. My hair's the longest it's ever been. It's driving me crazy. You need to learn to cut your own hair then. It's easy. I've been cutting my own hair for a year. It's extremely difficult for me to picture you bald. There you go. See? Easy. The lowdown were all shirt and tied. They were, but they didn't wear jackets, did they? And they were all wearing the same tie. So they just looked like naughty schoolboys in detention. Get some jackets on, your scruff bags, and have a little bit of variety. You don't see people sitting on Soccer Saturday wearing a school uniform. Have you upset any fans of streamers who sometimes play FIFA? God, probably. Some people, oh my word, is this what the FIFA community is like? Bunch of sensitive, I don't even know the word to say. Because I don't want to offend them. Actually, I do want to offend them. Oh my word. We're going 2 strikers because I just feel like it. We're going to go 2 strikers, 3 at the back, no midfield. We've got 17 minutes and we're 4-0 up. There you go. We're playing now. At least Little Foxy didn't make an appearance. Yeah. Does anyone watch Soccer Saturday anymore? Apparently no one on the lowdown. I watch Soccer Saturday sometimes. I'll sometimes have it on. I think the reason people aren't watching it at the moment is because we can watch actual football at 3 o'clock, can't we? But surely if you're just like once everything's back to normal and you've not got iFollow anymore, I'll be back watching Soccer Saturday, yeah. Right, Tom on Sunday kept vanishing because of the green screen. Oh, don't get me started on green screens. Amateur hour. That's my English or Welsh wonder kid. I mean, he's an English wonder kid who just happens to be Welsh. It's all the same. Wales is basically just a county of England, isn't it? Just gonna sit and wait now. I think green screen is good for people who have bleep backgrounds. Yeah, I think the only purpose of green screens, well, there's 2 purposes of green screens. Doing something funny with them, like making it look like you're in a, you know, you're under the sea or on the moon or something like that. If you're doing it for a purpose, or your background is terrible and you've not got any way to make it look good. They're the 2 reasons. Like when I was in the garage and it was just garage mess behind me, I used a green screen for years. At the moment, I was able to set up a nice looking backdrop in a nice office. I binned off the amateur hour green screen and made it look sexy behind me, and it just looks much better. Wales is actually categorised as a minor county in English cricket. Nice. In fairness, we do nick half your decent youngsters who won't make the main England team. This is how Kev eventually gets cancelled. Take more than just 1 county to cancel me. I haven't got Dante Casanova. We couldn't afford him. He wanted far too much in wages. He wanted like £1,200 a week, which I don't even know how that compares to our wage structure. Yeah, he wanted more than double what Delcroix's on, and he's our highest paid player at the moment. So if we get promoted, we'll definitely go back in for Casanova and the one-armed swan, and we'll see what we can do. We have got any Welsh people in who are offended. Grow up. Woohoo! Hey! You know I'm only playing. Evening, Kev. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. Buoyant this evening. Welsh Pete. Oi! Well, were you? You weren't really annoyed though, were you? What's the best video to date in a series? Mine was the intro to Apollon, Lilo in the garden set. I did enjoy that. I think the intro to the Nuneaton series is going to take some beating. With it all, where we did the interview with the actual chairman of the club, and then met the players and did training and stuff. I think that was a lot of fun to make. I wish I could. Hopefully, once COVID and everything is out of the way, I'll get the opportunity to do something like that again with the cameras I've got now and the editing ability that I've got now and the knowledge of how to put a video together that I've got now, because that was in the early days of it. I mean, it wasn't in the early days of the Football Manager channel, but I literally just had, I think I had one of these cameras, a little point and shoot thing, and the B shot was a GoPro. Whereas now I've got big fat cameras like this lying around all over the place. There's 2 up there. There's 1 in my hand. I've got decent gear. I know how to use the decent gear. And I know how to edit together afterwards. So if I got another opportunity to do something like that, I think I'd make a fantastic video. But obviously we can't do anything like that at the moment. Do I find it easy going over to the new version of FM? Yes. Didn't you get the Neat manager's number and then he left the club instantly? Yeah. Tommy something or other. I can't even remember. Tommy Wright, I think that was his name. His number's still in my phone, but he left to go to... I was in there, met everybody, did all the filming, got his number, because we were going to arrange for me to come along to training. And then the next day, I got a text off the chairman saying, Tommy's left. I think he went to Darlington. Why would anyone watch this when Zealand is on? I'm off. Perhaps people have got some taste, want to watch good content, rather than that trash from that button clicker. But enjoy yourself, Mario Kart Racer. We won't miss you. We'll probably talk about you while you're gone, because I've heard you're a bit of a pillock. But enjoy yourself. Right, let's all talk about Mario Kart Racer. Now he's gone. What should we say about him? I've heard. I mean, I'm not. That's all I'm saying. I've just heard this. It's a rumor. It's just a rumor that I didn't say anything. That's all I've heard. I heard he hasn't showered in 3 years because he doesn't want to catch sight of himself in the mirror. Darlington manages a guy called Alan Armstrong, so definitely didn't go there. But this was like 3 years ago, so I'm sure it's Tommy Wright. Is that his name? Tommy Wright, Nuneaton. That's the guy. Managerial career. Left Nuneaton. Yeah, he went to Darlington in 2017. So yeah, that was him. There he is. Look, should we ring him now? Who wants his number? I imagine he's changed it by now, surely. I'm new to your streams here on Twitch, but get such a firm one when you upload homegrown episodes on YouTube. Where did that go? Did someone delete it? I want to see what the rest of the message was. I don't mind that. I'm allowing that message. Oh dear. I appreciate your comment, even if the mods have probably rightly tried to keep this place firm 1 free. Hey, the comment's back. Beautiful. Hooray! I think the guy's been taking blue pills. You don't need to take blue pills when you've got that picture of me from earlier. This is all anybody needs. Where is it? Who needs blue pills? Get that out of the way. Who needs blue pills when you've got this? Beautiful. That's all you need. That's all anybody needs. Yeah, we're just revolting against the mods again. Bum 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 bum. I'm bumming again. Can't help myself. Come on, boys. We need a goal. Ooh, how's the swing ball? Loving it. I don't think it matters too much that we didn't win that game. I hope. Kev allows it, then I have to allow it too. Yeah, it's fine. Basically, if something's positive about me, I'm probably going to allow it. If someone's negative about me, I'm probably just going to ban them because I don't need any of that negativity in my life. On that note, think I'm just going to go. I'm scrolling back through the chat to find the name of that Twazik from before and just ban him. What's his name? I want to make sure I get it right so he stays banned. Where is he? Mario Kart Racer. Getting banned. Just boring turd. We don't need anybody. I mean, if he genuinely would rather watch Zealand than me, we don't need those sort here. I'll live without him in my followership. Hydrate. I shall hydrate. Delicious. Cold coffee. Wasn't cold when I made it. It is cold now, and it's still delicious. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. My question is, what's he doing here if he wants to watch Zealand? Oh, he came in to troll because he's a wang and he's done it before. Tomorrow night we'll have Mario Kart Gamer. He just comes in under slight variations of that name all the time to be a wang. How do I make my coffee? I have a Nespresso machine. And I just have the biggest serving out of that. I can't remember what it's called. I then top it up with water and a little bit of oaty milk. Like a drop of oat milk around these parts. Although I have recently upgraded my Nespresso machine to a fancy one that can froth the milk for me as well. Because Anna likes a frothy beverage. But I like to be able to taste the coffee, not the milk. You seem to be in without being a wang since November, and the last few streams just started that. Oh well, I'll miss him. Is he the Idoit man? I'm not sure. He might be. Costa or Starbucks? Starbucks usually. Costa's just a bit weak. I need to have a double shot when I'm at Costa because it seems like they forget to turn the coffee on. Plus, there's a Starbucks. Well, in fact, I was going to say there's a Starbucks near my house. The nearest drive-through coffee place to my house is a Starbucks, but there is a Costa coffee right down the road from where I live. But it's not drive-through. My unpopular opinion is that coffee, tea, and soda are just horrible. You just like room temperature water, drunk straight out of the river. I like to have the rain dripping off a leaf onto the edge of my tongue. Costa always tastes bad. This doesn't taste great. Although their autumn beverage is better. I know everyone gets giddy about the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. What you've all got to realise is the bonfire spice latte from Costa is the one drink they do that's better than the Starbucks equivalent. But they didn't do bonfire spice last year, and I was devastated. Have I ever thought about getting a grinder and a one group coffee machine? I have thought about it, but it's a lot of faff when I can just get Nespresso pods. The Nespresso stuff is nice. Might have been covered, but CLYDE was selling ownership shares for £10 each last year. Everyone only gets a say. Between myself, my son, 2 nephews and a niece, we owned 1.4% of the club. Nice. Does anyone remember that? What was it? I think it was called My Football Club, where you got to have shares in Ebbsfleet United. And they were talking about how you'd get to pick the team and vote on who was in the team and all sorts of stuff like that. I, of course, bought into that because it was like real life Football Manager, and then it just kind of didn't happen. It was very sad. Very sad. Starbucks does agree with vegan cream. What's not to love? Hey, it's true. If you go to Starbucks and ask, I don't know if they introduced it with the pumpkin spice this year, But you could go and order a vegan pumpkin spice latte and it would come with a cream on top, which I haven't had cream because I've been trying to cut back on dairy for years. So I hadn't had the cream on the pumpkin spice for years. It was so nice. Any dating tips? Yeah, grow a beard like this, get glasses like mine, do your hair like mine, wear a suit and tie, and you'll be golden. Maybe start a YouTube channel. The ladies love that. And if you can't do, I mean, if you've not got the genetics to look as good as me, just get rich. That'll work too. Just get rich. That usually does the job. We haven't got a right back. Holtzman's going to have to play there. Are we bottling this title? That feels like that might be what's happening. Just tweeted you a news story of someone nearly choking on a what's it. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, £75 on a dating website. I mean, I've hold my hands up and say I've never been on a date in my life, so I don't know anything about dating. I had a girlfriend when I was at school. We never went on a date. Then my ex-wife, we worked together and met her at work, and we never went on a date. And then I picked Anna out of a catalogue, and we never went on a date. So, never been on a date. What you love date night? Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Can't stand it when couples who are already a couple describe anything as a date. It's not a date. You're just a couple doing something together. Me and Anna have eaten dinner together. Me and Anna have been places together, but what we never did was go on a date because we met online. We spoke on Skype for a while, and then I went over to Nottingham and we went comic book shopping. Was not a date. I didn't buy her flowers. I didn't even wear a tie. More detail and picking her out of the catalogue. I mean, I think it was called eHarmony, the catalogue, and I just selected her from the selection that was put in front of me. With how attractive you are, why aren't girls throwing themselves at me for a date? They do. I just have to fight them off. Sounds not like a date. Definitely wasn't a date. I respectfully disagree. There's nothing wrong with calling going out with your significant other a date. Oh, I disrespectfully disagree. It's wangy. Oh dear. It just is. It makes me cringe. Luckily, it makes Anna cringe as well. Well, cheers, Kev. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you know, I can't hide from my truth. Date wang. Oh, brilliant. Isn't eHarmony a dating website? I call it a woman catalogue. I don't know what they describe themselves as. Yeah, Mr. Romantic. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? You have to find someone who shares your views on these kind of things. If you're in a relationship with someone who likes all that sappy stuff and likes flowers and candles and all that, and I can't think of, I would hate it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I can't think of anything worse. The nicest thing I could do for Anna is buy her a game and give her an evening to just play on it. And me not be there, that'd be the nicest thing I could do for her. Did you have to go pick her up from an Argos style shop? Sort of, yeah. She this is the thing that she always tells me off about when I tell the story of how we met, like actually physically met for the first time, because we've been talking online for a little while, but of course when you're online, all you can, I mean, this was 2012, internet connections were a bit ropey, it was poorly lit. I sort of had an idea of what she looked like on her dodgy webcam in the dark, but I wasn't completely sure. So when we met up for the first time, we agreed to meet in the centre of Nottingham, neutral territory and all that. We met outside. Anyone who knows Nottingham, we met at the Lions. If you're from Nottingham, you know the Lions. We met at the Left Lion, and I entered Market Square in Nottingham from completely the opposite end, so I could have a look at who was hanging out near the Left Lion and decide if I wanted to get any closer to it or not. And I actually sat at a bench about 100 yards away and watched her arrive before deciding whether to wander over there or not, because you know, you can't fully trust the catalogue. I mean, I think that's reasonable, isn't it? Should have been under the clock at Nottingham Station wearing a carnation, my word. At least during when she was delivered. Why is my camera just turned off? What's that all about? Should we jump onto the other camera for a second while I try and fix this one? Oh, what is going on? I think that camera is starting to overheat. I might have to swap it. I might need to get a new camera. I think this one overheats. Yeah, Anna's just come in and smashed that camera. Any second now I'll hear a click and that means the camera's come back on and we should be able to jump back to the other screen. I mean, we could go back to the other screen. There's just no me on it at the moment. And I don't think I've got a game shot set up with me on the other camera. I suppose that would be the easiest thing to do. I could add the other angle on here. Oh no, I think I'm back. Oh, I'm back, but I'm blurry. Oh, why am I so blurry? Right, what can I do to fix this blurriness? That's the wrong angle. Hold on. This is the sort of stuff I have to go through every day. It's all very complicated. Look how blurry I am on this one now. So now we have to focus myself. I can't focus myself on my face. I'm too old to have any distinct lines on my face now. I have to put this next to where my head would be. And focus the camera on that Isle of Man badge. And then when I sit back, I'm roughly in focus. If I was younger, I could just focus directly on my own face. There we go. Problem solved. If that happens again, that's the second time it's happened this week, having never happened before. It might be time for a new camera because that one's starting to overheat. That was the first proper camera I ever bought when I first... It was like 3 or 4 months after starting the vlog. I bought that. That's my Canon 80D that I've had for years. I guess I could swap it in for this one because I'm not exactly going out and vlogging at the moment. But I might buy one actually specifically for the desk setup at some point. If you're a camera nerd, I've got my eyes on an EOS R. Anyone willing to have a look at the website I've been working on? Stick your tongue out, Kev. Apparently it's a way to get your camera to focus. Well, it doesn't have autofocus on, so I have to focus it manually. There is, I think, certainly there was on the eHarmony website, mine and Anna's success story. Should we see if that's still on there? eHarmony, Kevin and Annika. Are we still on there? Oh, look, we're there. There we are. Ah! I actually probably said nice things in that, so I'm not going to read it out on stream because it'll be cringy. We have a success story. Dan, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Kev, I'm new to FM. How do you use real league name faces? If you go onto FM Scout or Sort It Out SI or anywhere like that, you can download fixes for it. Look at the news story I just sent you. What was it on Twitter? She looks so unhappy. Grandmother cheesed off at nearly choking on a what's it. Why do you people only send me what's it news? Why is it such a weird resolution? I can't work with this. Daily Mail is trash. That is awful resolution. I don't know what they're trying to achieve there. It's like it's trying to set it to a mobile resolution on a 4K monitor. Don't appeal. Glad she held at the back, wouldn't have known what a what's it was otherwise. Yeah. Well, none of these trialists look very good. Oh, here you go. This one's a potential championship defender in future, so let's sign him. Non-contract? What is this nonsense? Non-contract indeed. So we'll have him. Ooh, a potential Scottish Premiership goalkeeper who's already completely bald at 19 years old. We'll have him. Can't afford him by the looks of it. There we go. Who's he from? Celtic. Why are Celtic not keeping him? That seems a bit silly, but we'll certainly take him off their hands. There was one before him that looked even better with 5-star potential, was there? Are you sure? Ah! What was that? Why did that happen? 4-star, 4.5. I'm not... If they're a potential League One player, then I'm not interested. I want Championship or... See, he's got potential 5 stars, but we know that's going to be at the lower end if he's only a League 2 player. So I'm really looking at the description. I'm looking for Championship and Premiership quality. We're not going to be in League One anymore. Dimitri, thank you very much for the sub. Quote from Anna. Our webcam chat a couple of days earlier was fun. Oh dear. How do you play as home? You can't really now because the database doesn't work with the updated version of the game. How many games left of the season? Not many. Hopefully we don't find a way to bottle it because we've not won in the last 2. We've got 6 games remaining. We are 7 points clear. We should be fine, but it looks like we're getting that. We could win it any time, but we're getting a little bottly. We're getting a little bit like that. And that will never do. In 2026, does the work permit rule mean it's just UK only players? No. I've seen a lot of people moaning about the whole work permit stuff. What I refer you to is the Arsenal save, nominee to legend. I've not had any problems signing foreign players. You just have to stay within the limit. Yes, we will be going back in for the one-armed swan and Dante Casanova. Make them both with our championship side. There you go. We're getting our new fancy pants goalkeeper from Celtic. He's coming in the summer, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Hopefully we get a big pile of cash to spend next season as well. Not even necessarily on transfers, just a big pile of wage budget cash, because 10 grand a week for wages is pathetic, especially when we've got all this money in the bank. Bigger clubs can sign bigger players. It's easier then. I guess. But even at Posh, like bringing in the likes of Miliaccio and Kirstic and Novak, Petrazilka. We were a mid-table Premier League team signing players who weren't international players yet, and we were still able to get them. So I don't see how people are having problems with the work permit thing. What kind of weirdly obscure players are people trying to sign? Found this weird story. 15 pounds of ham crashed onto a Florida roof and nobody can answer how it got there. Get that one over to me on Twitter. Need to investigate this. Well, this does feel like a Florida man tweet. Lower level players with limited international experience. Just don't bother with them then. I don't see why you need him. I got promoted with Posh without needing him. Got into Europe with Posh without needing him. I just don't really get it. You can get into Europe on the scraps from the top four. The likes of Shore Tire and I don't know, who else did we get as scraps from the top four? The fella on the other wing from Manchester United, whose name I can't remember. And Parsons as a top championship player. You don't need to go abroad until you've got so much money you haven't got anything else to do with it. Just read your success story and you mentioned about your first date with Anna. I mean, I would like to point out I didn't write it. They interviewed us and completely changed the wording. I would never have said date because I'm not a wang. Palestri, that's his name. That's his name. 15 pounds of ham on the roof. Ches is in. Oh, right. Hold on. We need to make a formal apology to all of the Chesnians because we've... one of them in particular is really butthurt, so we need to make an apology. Welcome to the majority of the Chesnians. But I do have to apologise for this incident from earlier today. Chesnoid Gaming isn't just a FIFA guy. He streams FM every day, lad. Who's he calling lad? But I mean, firstly, I know Ches streams Football Manager. If I ever struggle to get to sleep at night, I watch his... What? No, Ches is great at Football Manager. But yeah, I'm going to continue to call him a FIFA guy. If he's embarrassed about his own past, then that's not my fault. That'd be like... I'll stop calling Ches a FIFA guy when people stop referring to me as the vlogger. And that ain't ever going to happen, is it? Welcome, Chesnians. Welcome, Ches. I assume you were streaming FIFA tonight, were you? If you don't already follow Ches, boys and girls, you should, even though he's a Cambridge fan and a FIFA guy. He actually does play Football Manager as well, and he is also, like us, a big fan of Ricky J. Jones. So, you know, and I'm apparently a lad now. I would like to think, and I'm quite proud of this point, I would like to think I am the least appropriate person in the world to refer to as lad. I've never been called lad before, even when I was a lad. But I'm nearly 40. I am absolutely not a lad. Lad. If he didn't stream Football Manager, how would he be in the showdown? Exactly. Saw that picture and I thought the shorts make him a lad. Yeah, I mean, I am wearing a schoolboy costume, aren't I? I'm wearing tie blazer and a pair of shorts. All I need now is a schoolboy cap and a tin lunchbox, and you just assume I'm a chimney sweep. Ches was an F1 guy as well, but he hasn't streamed that for nearly a year now. Now he's been converted to FM. I mean, if he's managed to be dragged away from Formula One, then that's a win for society as a whole. We're losing again, boys and girls. I guess you'd be a bit big for a schoolboy. Please rephrase that. I'll check the link after this game. This is all going wrong. Ches usually plays FM over the summer. Does he, by golly? Does he, by golly? That's what you'd wear on a date. I wouldn't go on a date. I'm too cool for a date. Ches said that you were just having a bit of fun, that he didn't really mind because it was obviously a joke. Oh, talk about taking the fun out of it, Ches. Can't you call me a or something instead? Get a little bit of heat going. Right. This isn't going very well. There's no need to bleep the word lad. There is. Around here, it's a swear word. Lads go on dates. Right, what are we going to do about this? We are bottling this massively. Oh, hydrate. I shall. Thank you. Can't hydrate and posture check at the same time. That's the fast track to regurgitation. I hydrated twice. I hope that's okay. What was that noise? What noise? Me choking on my cold coffee? I say everyone in the Streaming Showdown should do F1 instead of Streaming Showdown for 1 week. I'd rather trap my testicles in a bedside drawer. It'd be less... I'd suffer less from it long term. Lads sneak maids into their homes. But only through the back garden. Got to avoid the ring. A mini coffee machine for the office. It's not a bad idea. Except for the fact my kitchen is a 9-second walk away. So it probably is a bad idea. Because I don't get enough exercise as it is. The fact I have to run up the stairs to get a drink or something to eat is probably a good thing for my general not dyingness. We are bottling this, boys and girls. We are massively, but I feel like we're suffering. I think the actual problem is we're suffering for fitness. I think we need to just work on our fitness. I mean, none of these are particularly helpful, are they? We need to work on our fitness. There you go. They look like they'll help us with our fitness. It's just for fitness. Have I timed that? What, running up the stairs? I've not timed it, but I can time it out in my head now. What happens when you run out of coffee midstream? I switch to the water or the can of Coke that's in front of me. Sometimes I'll just make a really big coffee. You know when I'm tired when I bring the big Tim Hortons mug that I can fit a quadruple espresso in, topped up with water, and it makes a perfectly balanced Americano. Get some really good trials into play. You are a genius. I forgot we could play trialists in this league. Does that... Could... I mean, we've got those lads who were in on trial before. Lad. Oh, lad. Sorry, boys. Got those lads. Hey, lads. Whoa, lads. Hey, whoa. Lads, lads, lads. Right. Shall we get this guy? He's better than everything we've got. Come and have a 4-week trial. Let's have him for the rest of the season. You as well. 4-week trial, do you think? Do you think you'd want a 4-week trial? Casey Palmer. Looks like he wants a 4-week trial. Kev's a cheat. There you go. We don't want to overdo it. Tell you the richest in the community. Answer for everything. I mean, I can afford a dictionary. What can I say? Nobody wants to come. Lads. I refuse to continue accepting richest man in the community as an insult. There's nothing wrong with being rich. There are people doing this that earn more than I do. If they've got less money than I have, that's their own dumb fault. Kev, thank you very much for the bits. Is that an insult? Oh no, but some people try and use it as an insult. I don't even know if it's true. Believe it or not, we don't often compare bank balances. I forgot about the news story. Although I do know Ches is into his crypto. Because he keeps tweeting about it. Oh, look at this. Did I ever watch Vlogger LOLLUJO? Fed up of these P for guys now. Can't stand it. Cannot cope. 15 pounds of ham crashed into a Florida. 15 pounds of ham crashed onto a Florida roof and nobody can answer how it got there. Why is it on fire? Summer technically starts on June the 21st, but everyone knows the season doesn't really begin until a big old chunk of mysterious ham falls on a roof. I mean, obviously it's fallen out of an aeroplane, isn't it? Hey folks, summer began. On July 15th, a Florida family awoke at 4 a.m. to the sound of a loud crash on their roof. The impact was apparently caused by a 15-pound frozen bag of ham and sausage. I mean, they didn't mention the sausage in the headline. This was a British headline. Sausage is absolutely in there. Travis Adair, the homeowner, told WPLG Local 10 that he called the company listed on the bag of ham and they didn't have any answers as to how or why it ended up on his roof. To make matters even more strange, a delivery address on the ham bag led to a man who lives 170 miles from Adair, who says he also had no idea how it ended up on his roof at 4 a.m. So much ham, so few answers. The Adair family was interviewed by Jimmy Kimmel. Why? About the incident on July the 19th episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Kimmel asked Adair what his theory on the mystery meat was. We've tossed a lot of things around, you know. You've got your planes and your sausage throwing machines. Oh, he's a funny guy. I think the only logical answer is a North Korean sausage missile. Oh, I hate it when they try and be funny. Yeah, I don't know what Daenerys has got to do with it. It's perhaps, I don't know, perhaps she put the ham there. I don't know. That story doesn't feel true. Jive in the Hive. Thank you very much for the sub. Oh, did we only win 3-0? That's pathetic. It's got to be her dragons. You dropped it. Perhaps it was one of her dragons. Just for all we know, dragon meat looks like ham. We don't know. Have you ever seen dragon ham? Missing my bits again. What are you saying, Beagles? Have you bitsed me? Oh, Beagles, thank you for the bits. Bits don't make a big enough noise. I don't notice them if I'm in mid-sentence. I'd rather see dragon sausage. You filthy pervert. We could spend some time looking at Florida man stories. Yeah, but they're all fake. 500 tonight. You're a hero, Beagles. Thank you. I don't expect dragon to taste very good. Probably very stringy. I imagine it would just be like ostrich or something. I don't know, or snake. Do people eat snakes? People must eat snakes somewhere in the world. There's got to be parts of the world where snake is the only meat you can get hold of. I bet Bear Grylls eats snakes. Guarantee there's a video somewhere of Bear Grylls eating a snake. With all his film crew around him, munching down on BLTs, and he's there eating a perfectly harmless snake. I ate alligator once. Why? People eat rattlesnakes, do they? Trevor replied to your tweet. Did you? What tweet did you reply to? I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't see anything. There actually is a video of what, Bear Grylls eating a snake. Of course there is. Why wouldn't he make a video of himself eating a snake? We went to a restaurant which made weird stuff. That is weird. Snake calamari. I mean, I'm bleeping that. I'm not having the word on my stream. I'm 38. I have some standards. Words that were created while I was an adult don't get used around here. Kenny Cage, thank you very much for the sub. I've heard this is a vlogging Twitch channel. Excited to watch it. You should. I mean, we do a bit of vlogging here and there. Hold on. Here we go. So we're currently doing a Twitch stream. Hi guys! We're doing a Twitch stream at the moment. Yeah! I'm so out of practice with vlogging. That's as good as you're going to get out of it. That's why I'm never going to do another vlog again. Did we just score a goal? We did a football. Hooray! What's going on, guys? Kev here. We're close to getting the new youth intake for home. Probably already had it for this season. There'll be another one soon, I would think. Posture check and hydrate. I'm on it. There might be one on the community page that's not been fully claimed. If you want to have a look through the most recent one that's on there. What is going on, guys? Jack here. Jack? It's good that he's got a catchphrase. If he doesn't sell t-shirts with "what is going on, guys" on him, he's missing a trick. Smoothman's in. Little Jack. Here he is. What is going on, guys? Little Jack here. Brilliant. All right, Little Jack. How are you doing? That's Little Jack's voice. He normally only talks to me. Now you've heard Little Jack speak. Is there any game you'd like to be streaming besides FM? What, right now? No. No. Later on in the FM cycle, I'll probably do a bit of FIFA. I'll certainly do a bit of FIFA when FIFA comes out. Splash £1,000 on FIFA points, open the packs, and then stop playing FIFA for 9 months. That seems normal. That's pretty standard behaviour. And whatever the flavour of the month is over the summer, I'll probably play a little bit of that. But at the moment, it's all about the Football Manager. That's a good goal. Okay, have you from East Anglia yourself with the Peterborough Cricket? I am. I'm from Peterborough. Have you or Anna played Persona 5 Strikers at all? No. I don't really like any of the Persona spin-off games. Beagles is in again with the bits. Thank you very much. See, I noticed this time. Thank you very much, Beagles. I'd love to see you stream something out of your comfort zone. Minecraft, perhaps. I've streamed Minecraft in the past. The only problem is no one wants to watch it. My audience here for Football Manager. So if I switch to Minecraft now, my view numbers would be like 1/3 of what they are now. And it then just becomes not worth doing. So it's a very niche group of people who'd want to see me outside of my comfort zone. Most people want to see me well in my comfort zone playing Football Manager. Didn't you say you don't play matches on FIFA, only chuck money away on packs? I probably played 30 matches this season, maybe 30 or 40 matches. Probably did about 600 or 700 quid on packs. Oh dear. Just felt like having a message highlighted. It looked cool when others do it. Brilliant. Ben12 Barrett, thank you very much for the sub. Right, come on, boys. Let's not mess this up from here. Lads. Let's not mess this up from here. Michaela Strachan's coming on. We'll be fine. Kevin, the 34th most famous Kevin, the 29th 38-year-old web star according to famous birthdays. The 29th most famous 38-year-old on the internet. What a claim to fame. I feel like that needs to go on my LinkedIn. That should be the tagline under my name on the vlog channel. The 29th most famous 38-year-old on the internet. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Come on now. Let's not mess up from here. Asking an FM streamer to play Minecraft is the same as asking a Minecraft streamer to play FM. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Oh, that's annoying that we've conceded again. We conceded again. I do enjoy Minecraft. When I'm in the mood for it. If I get into Minecraft, I play it obsessively for months at a time. And then don't touch it for a year, and then I'll be obsessively back into it again. I do enjoy Minecraft. We are limping over this finish line, but luckily everyone else is limping too. Who are the first 28 and will they turn 39 before? Where is this information from? Famous birthdays. Should we go and have a look? Should we go and find out? Famous birthdays. LOLLUJO. YouTube star. I mean, that is the worst picture they could have chosen for me. If there's anyone for famous birthdays watching, what the hell is that? You're telling me that's the best picture you could find of me on the internet? My word. What else have we got on there? That's more like it. That's the Undertaker's outfit. That's a man outside WH Smith. That's me in a Football Manager hat. That's me outside another WH Smith. That's me really inside a shirt. You've never seen a man wear a shirt quite like how I'm wearing that shirt. There I am near a roller coaster. These are recent pictures. This was from like October. So they are updating these pictures. So why is that one still here? If someone sat there, oh, the boost. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Everyone come and boost me. That picture was taken in this house. So why the hell is that one still on there? Ridiculous. YouTube star and avid gamer who became famous for his self-titled channel, which mainly features vlogs. They have updated this. It's amassed over 100,000 subscribers. He has a secondary channel. Oi! Less of that. My main channel called LOLLUJO, which started first, where he features content on the game Football Manager. He launched his YouTube channel on, this YouTube channel, October 2015. He also runs his own LOLLUJO vlogs. No, that's that self-titled channel. And LOLLUJO Wrestling hasn't existed for about 3 years. He has children named Lucy and Amy. He's engaged to Anna LOLLUJO. That's not her name. Who's the mother of a son named Andy. Associated with some fella called Reeve. Because we're both famous YouTubers known for our gaming. Who the hell is Reeve? Right, so the 38, these are the 29 most famous 38-year-olds on the internet. So Keemstar's number 2. When's Keemstar's birthday? Am I gonna? When's his like 5 days time? So I'm moving up this list in 5 days time. Oh great, Daddy-O5. We're in good company here. Keemstar and Daddy-O5. Dr. Disrespect is 38. He's above me on the list. Who else have we got that I might have heard of? I mean, that was me a little while ago. Sexy vegan. I don't know who most of these people are. There I am. Who am I more famous of that's 38? That's the important thing. Which 38-year-olds am I more famous than? Strangely, I don't know who any of them are. But there you go. Reeve is a friend of the Sidemen. Interesting. But this is who I've got in my sights. I need to become more famous than Dr. Disrespect. That's easy, surely. I need to... I mean, these don't even have photos. What the hell is a Facebook star when it's at home? Absurd. I don't know who any of these people are. This is an embarrassment that I'm behind these people. Is his name Cullen? Oh, that's made me angry. It's Steve Stevens' friend. My mates call me Cully. Oh, God. There are some names on here. Well, there we go. I've got some stiff competition. What was the other category I was in? First, so these are famous Kevins. Kevin Hart is the most famous Kevin, apparently. Kevin Jonas. These are all the Kevins that are more famous than me. Kevin De Bruyne. That might be my new goal in life. Become more famous than Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin Owens. I want to see if there's any Kevins I've heard of that I'm more famous than. Where am I? There I am. I'm more famous than Kevin Nash. I am more famous than Diesel. Fantastic. How did they decide this? I'm more famous than Kevin Smith, apparently. I love the fact that I am officially one position more famous than Kevin Nash. How is he 61? My word. Oh, God. In your face, Diesel. I mean, why haven't... The thing is, he's got more money than me, and that makes me upset. I don't know any of this. Like Kevin Smith, I'm impressed that I'm more famous than him. There we go. I want to niche down this category even more. I want to find a category that I'm the most famous in. There must be a category for Kevins who are web stars born on the 10th of July. I must be top of that one, surely. Oh, dear. Well, there we go. Let's get back to some Football Manager. More famous than Kevin Nash. Fantastic. Right. Hold on, I've got to tweet this. I can't not tweet that I'm more famous than Kevin Nash. Just discovered that I'm more famous than Kevin Nash. I win. Boom. It's a terrible picture, though. A really terrible picture. You should see Anna's pictures. Anna shouldn't be on there. Yeah, they're all from the like the first 6 months of the vlog. They've just taken vlog shots, I think. She's associated with Ed Sheeran because she took a photo of the waxwork at Madden Two Swords in Blackpool in 2017. Oh, my word. My word. Posture check. Here we go. Posture check. Ches had a dig back at me. Where's Ches had a dig back at me? Where am I looking? Oh, like that? Yeah, he's a monster, that boy. I'm going to form a tag team with Razor Ramon. Oh, hydrate. Okay. My Razor Ramon pop vinyl's around somewhere. We're going to form a tag team. More famous than his previous tag team. Going to be brilliant. Not long left before the shirts go off sale. That's a very good point. I don't actually know how well it's done. I've not had an update. There's 9 Waldens on there. I'm not even one of them. Well, need to get famous. You'll be on there soon as a mod. Now you're a mod of the great LOLLUJO, more famous than Kevin Nash. Would I become an associate of LOLLUJO if I took a screen grab of the 38th most famous Kevin? Maybe. Oh, that's all you need to do. Anna's now big buddies with Ed Sheeran, apparently. See, what they should have on there, one of my most interesting Anna facts is when I first met Anna, she had a Twitter account, but she didn't really use it. She'd set it up like back in 2009 when it was a new fancy thing, tweeted on it about 3 times and then not been on it for years. But because I've always been obsessed with Twitter, I wanted to follow her on Twitter. So I had to go and find her account. And when I first met Anna, there was one person and one person only who followed her on Twitter. And that one person was Britney Spears, complete with verified tick. Because, I mean, she was one of 500,000 people that Britney Spears followed. So clearly she was just following everyone back who followed her for a little while. But yeah, Anna had one follower and it was Britney Spears. Now that should be our association on famous birthdays. She's close personal friends with Britney Spears. Apparently Tom Holland's more famous than The Rock. I mean, I guess there's probably an argument that he could be at this point. There you go. We've got a youth intake. Huzzah, huzzah. Not that interested in it. They're all 3-star players. I don't think Brittany follows Anna anymore. Because I told her to DM her. Yeah, I've never had anyone that cool follow me. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm sorry you're not as cool as Britney Spears. You might. I mean, if Justin Timberlake's watching, then maybe you are. Slide into Britney's DMs. Yeah, exactly. I probably got a tweet to message her something like, "Hey Britney, do you want a gaming podcast to listen to?" Justin Timberlake is a dweeb. He's a rich, handsome dweeb. That'll do. Not a chance. Isn't The Rock one of the highest paid movie stars? He is one of the highest paid movie stars. However, Tom Holland's been in like the 2 biggest grossing movies of all time. So you could, you could argue they're on similar levels. Tom Holland starred in the 2 biggest movies ever. The Rock didn't. Liverpool and McDonald's follow me. I'll take it. Amazing. One of my first 5 followers was late 90s WWF star Rikishi Fatu. Twitter peaked there as far as I'm concerned. How did that happen? I love early Twitter because people didn't know how it worked. NSYNC is responsible for one of the worst trends in music, the manufactured boy band. Manufactured boy band was around a long time before NSYNC. A long time before NSYNC. I think to the casual person, The Rock is still a name more people have heard of than Tom Holland. It probably is, but I mean, we don't know what algorithm that website is working. I imagine what they're doing is, however many times people click that boost button, that pushes you up the charts. And I imagine there's more people who are Tom Holland fans than The Rock fans on that website. That would be my guess. You're 7th on the Kevin Cancer star signs, and you're above Kevin Nash, Kevin Peterson, Kevin Nolan, and famous in front of you, Kevin Bacon, Kevin De Bruyne, and Kevin Hart. Nice. So I'm more famous than Kevin Peterson as well. Brilliant. Oh, I see my clip on famous birthdays. I had a clip on there. How have I got a clip on there? Where's there a clip? Oh, God, there's a clip. What is this? What the hell is this? That, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Oh, that is a terrible website. My word. How am I more famous than Big Sexy? Because I'm bigger, sexier. That's what I'm known as. That's my new nickname. Bigger and sexier. That's what I'm going to call myself now. Just a t-shirt that just says bigger and sexier on it. Coming soon to the merch store. Can we get a poll between what's worse, famous birthdays or Wikipedia? Wikipedia is great. I can spend hours reading Wikipedia. At least Wikipedia gets updated. That was telling us about FM17. If we can hold on here against Brar, we might actually win the league, which would be nice. Evening, Kev. Final done with work call, so I can finish up with Kev on now. Awesome stuff. Mike, Toodle Pip. I'm not playing FM17 currently, no. I am, however, going to crack open a delicious beverage. Oh. Need a non-League Legend wiki. I'd love one, but they won't let me have one. People keep trying to make them, and they want proper references. YouTube isn't something you can reference on Wikipedia, apparently. I thought that was a beer. You won't see me drinking a beer ever. I don't like beer. Do, 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 do. We're running out of players. I'm followed by some guy called LOLLUJO. That can be easily fixed. More of a wine person. I don't drink alcohol, so no, none of it. You need a non-League Legend book, then we can have one. I mean, I think if I was to write another book, it probably wouldn't be the history of non-League Legend. I think that's a little bit too niche. I do have a bit of a reaction to alcohol. I mean, it's not the biggest thing. I just get a little bit of an achy jaw. I get a little bit red and flushed around my shoulders and stuff. And I just generally never really enjoyed drinking. So like 3-4 years ago now, I just stopped. What about a Wikia? They're fan-made. I can't link them here, but I know of them. I mean, if someone were to make one with a history of the series and stuff, that would be really cool. I would love to have something where I could cross-reference where I had players before. An actual resource that documents my saves would be really handy. But I've not got time to do it. I'm not going to do it. But hopefully at some point, I'll get a really nerdy follower who wants to go and set something like that up. Next book will be I'm More Famous Than Kevin Nash. It'll be Bigger and Sexier, the Kevin Chapman story. That's now the name of my memoir. Oh. I've got to change my Twitter profile to that. Bigger and Sexier, Kevy 5 times. Do you remember taking that food allergy test? Was that ever right? You couldn't eat pork, apparently. I mean, I don't know how right it was. Probably wasn't. I don't know. I've not really had any reactions to any foods, really. Coventry Live made a news story about my Nuneaton save. Wowzers. Maybe we can get on Wikipedia then with that kind of reference. To be fair, I think that's one of the references I used to get my Instagram verified tick. Because I had to send 5 examples of mainstream media covering me. And I was really scraping the barrel to get to 5. But I think I used that one. Matt, thank you very much for the sub. Bigger and Sexier is how I plan to re-enter the office after 12 months working from home. I think you're probably not alone with that plan. Is the biography forwarded by Kevin Nash? It should be. Might get in touch with him. I'm going to call him Little Kev because obviously I'm more famous than him. Little Kev. Big Kev here. Bigger and Sexier. You know me. Can you write a forward for my autobiography? Thanks. Just talk about how you originally found out you weren't as famous as I am. Despite being a major 90s wrestling star. Wonder if that What's It bloke is verified then. His story was picked up big time. I bet he is. That's probably why he did it. That'd be brilliant. Imagine if that's what the root cause of that story was. That fella just wanted to get verified on Instagram. I would love that. Oh my word. No, I think they have to be unique stories. So it can't just be the same story over and over again. It's complicated. I stood there with an Instagram person at Summer in the City filling in the thing saying, well, what do I put on this? Why can't you just do it now? We need to have it all verified properly, but I'm here as a speaker. Surely the fact I'm stood next to you in the green room at an event where I'm booked as a guest and speaker, surely that's enough, isn't it? But it wasn't. We got there in the end, though. Kevin Nash is on Cameo. Oh. Oh, this isn't going to end well for anyone. How much is he? I need to find out how much is... I've never actually been on Cameo. How much is Kevin Nash? Might need to get him to record a bigger and sexier message for me. Notorious Tetsuo, thank you very much for the sub. Oh, my buttocks have gone numb. Unrelated to the sub, but they have. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Right, how close are we to winning the league? We are... Is it 3 games left? And we're 4 points clear. We shouldn't be bottling this, although we're playing Dundee away. Oh, we're going to throw this all away, aren't we? It's all going to go on £78.75. That feels like it's worth it as a business expense. Oh, brilliant. Oh, squad numbers are such a pain in the trousers. Really interesting to see if we've sold any replica shirts at the end of the season and what numbers people are going with when they're already changing. You should charge 80. Yeah, oh yeah, I am going to charge. I'll charge more than him. I don't think I could ever bring myself to go on Cameo. This clip will come back to haunt me when I'm on there. But I just feel like such a twazzock being on Cameo. I guess it's all about the money, isn't it? I imagine if there was ever demand for it, I would do it. At the moment, people know they can just turn up in my stream and I'll do it live into the camera and they can just clip it out. Gotta secure the bag. Exactly. Bag. Why do I have to change numbers every time? Because Scotland's dumb. You can chat to him for £4.49. Can I have him live on stream? Other streamers would pay for it. You saying they've done well? Maybe. It'd take more than £78.75 for me to congratulate someone else winning the Streamer Showdown. Matt Hardy's £82.50. It really does make me wonder. I sit here trying to do the maths on it, and I can't work out if there's so much demand for stuff like this that, you know, he's earning an extra 80k a year off of doing these because he's doing so many of them. So it feels worth doing it. Because if he's just doing like one a week at $80 or at £80 a pop, I don't know that I'd bother unless I was really skint. And I can't imagine Matt Hardy's really skint. So that makes me think he must be doing so many of them, it actually starts to become a significant amount of money for him. And that just feels like madness. James Buckley's making a fortune. Who's James Buckley? 80 quid for 3 minutes work. Yeah, but I don't know. James Elves was 14 quid. So, I mean, why? Is he that skint? Probably does like 50 a day. Yeah, exactly. If you're doing like 50 a day, it starts to add up, doesn't it? An actor from a mainstream Netflix show called The Vampire Diaries costs $105 for a cameo. Jay from The Inbetweeners, over 300k in the past year, charges £40. What, he's actually come out and said he's made 300k on Cameo? Holy smokes. How many times a day has he got to say completed it, mate? Carol Basking's over £200. Cameo, not TikTok. Oh, Cameo, not TikTok. Oh, I can see what you mean. That is an insane amount of money. Cameo's a big thing, isn't it? Maybe I need to get on Cameo. Oh dear. 300k a year. I mean, does he even do any acting anymore? Or does he just stream on Twitch and make a vlog once a week? And apparently do Cameo. Cameo released some figures and I think he came out as the guy smashing it. Nice. MJF's 375. I would imagine that's worth it with him as well. You know you're getting value out of him. Caitlyn Jenner's 2.5k. You'd have to do 21 cameos every single day. Well, Cameo must be taking a cut as well. It's not like he's going to be... It's not like he's going to be getting 100% of what he's making on Cameo. So if he's taking 300k, if they're anything like most sites like that, then they're taking at least 30 or 40%. So he must be doing 30 or 40 cameos a day to make that kind of money. And then, I mean, that's hours of work then. But then I guess I could work a couple of hours a day talking into my phone for 300k. I could probably cope with it. You may be too well known for Cameo. There's some big time Z-listers on there. My word. I'm not gonna lie, I'd pay £10 a month for Kev's OnlyFans with the maid. Oh God. Tony Adams is 100 quid. I love the fact that someone like Tony Adams is on there because I'm certain he doesn't have a clue what it is or what he's doing. He's just had someone tell him to do it. And he doesn't really understand what it is. Cameo take 25%. Okay. MJF did a meet and greet where I think it was around 1,000 each. And he ignored everyone and looked at his phone the whole time. That is brilliant. I love that. MJF is the greatest thing to happen in wrestling for so very long. I've got my MJF figure around somewhere. It's on the wall over there, in fact, so I can't show you it. Yeah, he is brilliant. Right, 2 games left. We're still 4 points clear, because despite the fact we're bottling it, Dundee are bottling it as well. Our form has been terrible. It's like Clonettley all over again. Once we get to the business end of the season, we just become bottle jobs. Did you see the story of MJF and Al Anderson this week? I haven't seen anything, no. What's happened there? MJF isn't Michael J. Fox. He's not, I'm afraid. But that would be cool. Michael Owen's £135 for charity. That's nice, the fact he's doing it for charity. Ludicrous that people are genuinely paying anything over £5 for a short video message from a washed up celebrity. It is mad, isn't it? But then I guess I'm sat here saying it's mad when I've currently got 418 people giving me a £5 a month to just chat to them while I play a video game they could just play themselves. The whole internet creator economy is crazy. And I'm benefiting from it, so I'm not going to criticize it too much. We definitely want Andy Reid, the little fat moron, back next season. Do I still do Patreon? I have a Patreon. I don't actively do anything on it. I'm kind of just letting it dwindle down to nothing, and then I'll just quietly close it once it does. I think the majority of the people who were on Patreon before are now Twitch subs or YouTube channel members. I think I still get about $400 a month out of Patreon. At its peak, it was like $1.50 a month, but I've done nothing with Patreon for a long time now. And I'm kind of gently pushing all the perks into the other areas. So there's no perks on my Patreon now. It's just a way for people to throw a bit of cash my way if they want to, but I don't really mention it ever. But, you know, I'm not a saint. I'm not going to tell people to stop giving me their 20 quid a month or whatever it is. So I'm not just going to close it. I'm not that well intentioned. Right. We're gonna ease the pressure on the team because this is the Dundee game. This is effectively the title decider. Both of us are limping towards the finish line. We're 4 points clear, 2 games to go, one of which is Dundee, who are the team 4 points behind us. That's how you become the richest FM streamer. Apparently so. I mean, if anyone has any ideas for something I could actually do with Patreon to deliver some value on it, I'm all ears. But I've always struggled a little bit with Patreon because I like the fact with YouTube members, you're getting something in return. You're directly supporting my YouTube content. Twitch subs, you're directly supporting the Twitch content. But the Patreon stuff, it's like, it's always been a little bit disconnected for me. I've always felt a little bit like it's a bit like a begging bowl, and I don't really like that. But at the same time, I like the money, so this is why I wouldn't be good on Cameo. Right, come on then. Maybe you could do behind the scenes stuff on Patreon. What sort of stuff could I do? I mean, I'm up for ideas. If people have got suggestions, I would love to actually have like an active Patreon. I look at people's Patreons and I mean, you know, I'm only human. I look at some of the other FM guys to see how much they're clearing on their Patreons every month. I'm like, my word, that's more than I earn for Twitch. But I don't really get what they're giving in return for it. I've always seen Patreon as an online tip jar. Yeah, I think so. Do a vlog. What, a Patreon only vlog? Can you imagine the backlash for that? If I announce I'm doing a Patreon only vlog. I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to do it just to make people angry. I think it'd be hilarious. Did any of the other streamers get bleeped off with my how much I earn video? No. I spoke to a couple of them about it who found it quite interesting because we don't really talk about the numbers in any great detail. We know vaguely how much each of us earns because we know how it works. But I think that's the first time any of them have ever seen exactly how much someone else earns. And I think I probably do better out of YouTube than anybody. I think I get more views on YouTube than anybody else because I create so much more content. But I think a lot of the other bigger guys earn a lot more out of stuff like their Patreon, their Twitch, their other stuff. They work smart, not hard. I just work hard because I'm a buffoon. We are losing 2-0. They might push them towards Patreon instead of subscribing so they get a bigger cut. Maybe. I've always been of a view that I would rather have the numbers of people supporting me rather than necessarily the bigger cut. So I've got about 200 YouTube channel members. Whereas I know a lot of people don't really use channel members, but I think it's more convenient for people to just become a channel member on YouTube and then they get the emotes and stuff in return. And I don't know, it just feels a little bit more connected to what I'm actually creating rather than pushing people somewhere else to Patreon. We are not going to win the league, everybody. I mean, we could still backdoor it. We're still a point ahead of them. If we win the last game of the season, we still win the league. But this is not going well. Only show the finals and the transfer windows on Patreon. Can you imagine? Oh, dear. Save those noises for the OnlyFans. That keeper must have carried that over the line, surely. Why did this just feels hard-coded into the game at this point? That you get to the business end of the season and then your form falls off a cliff. It's happened every season of this save. It can't... It just makes me cross that it keeps happening. Installing paywalls is a sure way to annoy your audience. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But then at the same time, I mean, at the moment, I'm doing all right with brand deals, so Patreon isn't an essential. But it is, certainly there have been times in the past where Patreon has been a big thing, because it's all part of that guaranteed monthly money thing, which is a big deal for a creator. When your income is so up and down, anything that you can rely on each month is a really nice thing to have. Film the in-between bits for Patreon to annoy the gang. No, I don't want to wind anybody up. Do I play a high-pressing style of play? Yep. Right, we've just got to win our last game. That's all it is. Win the last game and we're fine. Oh, I can't believe, though. Look how long we've been top of the league for. Now we're going to have to do the playoffs. Show some bloopers on Patreon, funny stuff which you cut. That's the thing, I don't really cut anything. I'm too much of a pro. I do a lot of my editing in camera. So if I flub a line, I just stop recording and start up again. And that happens maybe once a fortnight. It's so rare. I don't have funny bloopers. When I see people put bloopers at the end of my videos, my initial reaction is they're either dumb or they're faking it. So I don't know how people can make as many mistakes as people seem to make. Thank you for the raid, Beiji. I think that's how I say your name. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Beiji folk. I imagine that's what you call yourselves. Only when the doorbell goes. Yeah, exactly. Dun, 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 dun. We've just got to win this game. Our both are a 10th in a 10-team league. We're playing against the worst team in the division. If we can't beat them to secure promotion, we don't deserve promotion. Why am I giving this guy a new contract? Michaela Strachan is a joke. Get out of here. God damn it. Badgy, but near enough. I tried. But it is the Badgy folk, right? I imagine that's what they're called. I miss the bin man. The postman's the new bin man around here. Ringing the doorbell all the time. The postman and the UPS guy. They're playing swing ball video, Patreon video. I could do that. Posture check. There we go. Posture is correct. Badger Brigade. I like it. The Badgers. The Badgers! Saw a dead badger the other day. Wasn't happy about it. Calf shots on Patreon. No one needs to see my varicose vein. I've got calves like an old granny. Didn't even care if we found out if the Queen is a tinner yet. We haven't. Is the Queen a tinner? You weren't in that. That's why you have to be in every stream. Otherwise, you don't know what we're talking about. Is the Queen a tinner? Nobody knows. You should make a redeemable thing for Dave Cam. I probably should, shouldn't I? I don't even know if Dave Cam's turned on at the moment. We test it. It is. Apparently it is. We get a lovely side-on shot. Look at that beard. God, I'm a sexy man. There you go. This is. I'm doing a day in the working life video for the vlog this week. People have asked for that, so you're going to get lots of time-lapse stuff of me at angles like this working, because that's apparently what people want to see. But yeah, this is just me side-on talking into my microphone. Is the Queen a tinner? Nobody knows. People will be so confused by the tinner question. I mean, let's do a poll. Do we think the Queen's a tinner? Yes or no? Forget about whether or not when they get promoted. Is the Queen a tinner? Right. Come on. Come on. Probably shouldn't tweet about the Queen while hubby's in hospital. With just my luck, I'll ask if she's a tinner at the moment they announce Prince Philip's dead. And I look like the most insensitive, anti-patriotic man in history. We have a video of you taking cups to the kitchen. I don't know how I'd shoot that because Anna's not going to help me shoot it. I'd have to set up a GoPro on the stairs or something. It's okay, Megan will get blamed. That's a good point. Because of our racist scumbag media. Oh, God. Come on, boys. We just have to win. And we're in the championship. Dundee are winning. It doesn't matter. As long as we win, we're up. Come on, boys. Dundee are now drawing again. Good old Elgin. Michael Elgin City. Did Amy's over this weekend? Get her to film it. Yeah, but I can't film a day in the life working vlog when Amy's here because I won't be working. Oh! Unless we fake it and film that shot on Saturday. Then you lot will know I faked that shot. And that will never do. Right, come on. Oh! Oh! I'm choking on my own panic. How are we bottling this so spectacularly? More! We got an injury. Phoenix Patterson, the hero of Kettering. See if he can do it up here, north of the wall. Dundee are losing. Oh, they're drawing again now. They equalised almost immediately. We're going to mess this up, aren't we? We are actually not going to do it. I'm furious about what I'm witnessing. We do need to turn this ship around. We're chasing the surplus. That's our problem. It's been our problem all evening, chasing surplus. We don't learn. More. Come on. God, that picture. Picture's hideous. I need the... Why can't I get my mouse to go to Spotify? Oh, what is going on? Why are we back on Dave Cam? My keyboard's on the wrong computer. Turn this ship around.
You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves in this filling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home.
Come on!
We don't have to drift inside this dome.
Come on now.
I will not let us fade away. It's not a price.
Right, final 10 minutes. We've got to do something different. Come on! Oh, I get goosebumps when this comes on now. I'm pathetic. Come on. Come on, boys. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around. Come on! My window's open, by the way. I'm sorry to my neighbours. Come on, this is it. We're turning the ship around right now. Come on, this is the goal. This is our moment. Dundee are now ahead. Dundee are top of the league as it stands. It is all going wrong. Oh, Phoenix Patterson heading the wrong way.
I remember you being hopeful. And slowly we are drowning.
Oh, I think I've just pulled a knee. My knee's dislocated.
Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea.
Oh, Anna's going to tell me off. Why are we shouting? Turn it down, Kevin. I'm quiet now, Anna. Phoenix Patterson, the hero of Kettering.
chasing all that surplus. You were all that
Come on now.
I feel that we can break.
Come on.
We can still go back there.
I'm still very nervous. We need a second just to be sure. We can turn this ship around.
All the way back home. Chasing all that we
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
all the way back home. Chasing all that we chasing all that we know. Chasing all that we I always knew we could do so many great things. So believe in me, I believe in you, and I just feel that this will be an upswing. So hear me out. I know we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no care.
We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Are you watching in Dundee? Oh, look at all the money. Brilliant. Oh, it's a pretty cup as well. Right, let's get this awful song off. Turn this trash off. I feel like there's an Anna behind me and I don't want to turn around just in case there is. Did just hear the door open though. Do we think she's going to have an angry face on? She doesn't look really happy, does she?
Now on, between Thomas is alone, quietly.
Why?
You're so loud. The
We just won the league. We do.
It's the Wednesday evening.
Yes, the greatest Wednesday in history. I'm the king of Clyde.
I've hurt my finger. And Dave's eating this.
Is he? Can you take it off him? There you go, we've got Anna Cam on. Yeah, there you go. There's Anna's finger injury. Bring it closer. Can you actually see where the camera is? No, it's not picking up the colour, is it? Yeah, whoever just subbed. Matty, thank you very much for the sub. We'll have side-on view of Kev. Beautiful. We haven't got any music on at the moment. What are you doing? Dave, get off my headphone wire. Oh, we won the league. Beautiful stuff. We are a very good football team. Brilliant stuff. You are?
Look at you.
Oh, yeah, you've given me ears. No, her finger's not broken. She just made a fuss about it. Oh, she's still here. You made a fuss about it. You made me BRB my stream. I never BRB my stream. I've used that BRB stream like 3 times in 5 years. Do you reckon the Queen's a tinner? Do you think the Queen's a tinner? She doesn't know what a tinner is. Ah, did you know I'm more famous than Kevin Nash? Yeah. The Queen, I don't know. I think the Queen probably is a tinner. What do you reckon? Yes or no? You don't need to, just yes or no. Do you think she's a tinner? You don't need to know what it means. Just your first hunch, your gut feeling, is the Queen a tinner? I think she is a tinner. Chat, do we think the Queen's a tinner? Yes or no? Are we going to explain what a tinner is? See that we've got differing opinions on whether or not the Queen's a tinner. Are we allowed to explain what a tinner is? It's quite simple, Anna. You know Fray Bentos pies? Apparently some people take them out of the tin before eating them, whereas tinners leave them in the tin and eat it out of the tin. Weirdos. We did a poll last night. Half the people who eat Fray Bentos pies scoop them out of the tin and put them on a plate without the tin. Weirdos. But that's why I think the Queen's a tinner. I don't think she's weird.
What? Before they cook it?
No, they cook it and then take it out of the tin and put it on their plate without the tin. I'm confused.
Why is that wrestler wearing
a Burberry scarf? Because he's MJF. We've just been talking about MJF. Should I do cameo, Anna? I want Kevin Nash to do a... Can I spend £80 on a cameo for Kevin Nash to say I'm bigger and sexier than him? Because he was... When he was a wrestler, he was known as Big Sexy. And now I'm officially one spot...
Look at that picture. What were you doing?
Do you want to see your pictures?
No, I don't. No. Bye.
You're the 8th most famous tourist named Anna, apparently.
That's not a bad photo. It's better than yours. At least I'm smiling.
But you haven't got a little highlight reel like I've got. Look at this. This is sensational. This is my highlight reel. There I am eating sweets 5 years ago. There I am doing a Q&A in front of a green screen and a Yeti microphone miles away from me. I'm discussing a lesson I learned with my son, apparently. That was from Mario Odyssey. I think there I am at Nuneaton. I am wearing trousers in that clip, but with trainers. My Tesco Value Christmas jumper. That series went well, didn't it?
I don't know, did it?
I never finished. That was the start. That was the start of the series where I had to film in front of Christmas trees. You hated that series with a passion. Right, yeah, but Kevin Nash, where is he? This fella is known as Big Sexy. He was a wrestler. He was friends with Hulk Hogan. He's a wrestler. So now I'm more famous than him. I'm bigger and sexier. That's my new thing. I'm going to have a t-shirt. I don't know. He's a movie actor, apparently. But I want him to do a cameo confirming to me that I'm bigger and sexier than he is. But that'll cost me £80, apparently. I think that's £80 well spent. It feels like a business expense, don't you think? You all heard her say yes.
No.
Right, Anna, do you want to do the season review? Someone's just suggested you do the season review.
I don't do.
So, we've just won the league. So these are our new arrivals that we had last season. What do you think of them? Who's your favourite off that list?
Why would I be in favourite?
I don't know. How do you judge it? We're interested in how you judge a player. I don't know who'd be your favourite. Well, she's having a look. She's having a proper investigation of it.
I like Leroy's hair.
Leroy Macavora. He did score 23 goals, so it's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Ethan Delcroix because I like his name. Okay, so that's Hannah's favourite player of the year. Any thoughts on this screen?
Couldn't really done any better.
Couldn't have done any better, exactly. It's just like the Streamer Showdown, utterly unbeatable. Look, your boy got goal of the season. But we can't show it. Someone tried to tell me in the comments today you could still see it, but you can't. I'm clicking everywhere on there. This is our finances. Oh, we did sell shirts with numbers on, even though we changed them all year. So we're actually...
Could have been on TV a bit.
Yeah, we've made zero money in broadcast revenue. We weren't on the telly once.
That's where it's at, you know. TV is
I know. Well, now we're in the championship. We might. That was our team of the year. And there's me. Why is that funny?
Where's the rest of you?
That's me. Where's the rest of me? How dare you? That is a full Kev you've got there. Hold on. I think I can actually look at my my full amounts. There you go. There I am. See, I actually put my real height and weight in. In fact, I've lost a bit of weight since then, so...
Why is your shirt on?
Because I'm fat! That's my fat bulking my shirt out. Why is your shirt... She says that to me in real life. Why is your shirt all distorted?
Why is your tie red, not pink?
I don't know. Should we change the tie? What tie am I wearing now? I'm wearing like a bluey greeny tie at the moment. We should change it to that.
No, the one above it.
The one above it, that one. What you can't do is put shorts on.
You don't want to see his...
We've looked at it many times. Might change the jacket. People on YouTube are going to hate it if we change the jacket. The jacket's iconic. There we go. Now I look like I'm working at Butlins. Or is it Pontins that are yellow?
Yeah, Butlins.
Yeah, I'm at Pontins.
What is
It is 9:09. There you go. That's our all-time best 11. We're into transfers now, kids. We're only in the championship. Discuss plans for next season. I don't even know. What were our plans for next season? Continue remain. Oh, no, there you go. Avoid relegation. We can avoid relegation. The plans for next season are... Oh, there's relegation playoffs. Avoid relegation. Oh, I've offended Ruben Collins. Sorry, Ruben. Sorry. Sorry to everybody. Are you just going through my stuff now?
I'm interested.
I don't know how I feel about you going through my stuff. In fact, can you pass me my pop vinyl? My Kevin pop vinyl. I haven't shown it on stream yet. This is cool. If you haven't seen this yet, this is really cool. Where are you? Look at that. It's an actual Kev pop vinyl, complete with box with my logo on, my name. It's got me on the back as well. Coolest thing ever. The guy who made that, I can't remember his name. Thank you. He's got an Etsy store though. It's linked on my Twitter. You should go and look at his Etsy store because that is a brilliant thing. Thank you, Anna. You're an excellent assistant to have. Go and put him back with John Cena. It's the empty box. You won't be able to see him. Bet Kevin Nash doesn't have one of them. I mean, to be honest, I've probably got a Kevin Nash one of them, so he probably does. Can I have a look to see who's in the championship? That seems like a reasonable request. So the Scottish Championship has got all these rascals in it. That sounds like a made-up team. Cove Rangers. They've got to be a made-up team, surely. Oh, basically they are a made-up team. How are they up in the championship?
It's my birthday.
What's your birthday? Oh, it is your birthday. That's your 41st birthday, isn't it?
2026.
You're so old.
It won't be.
Yeah, it will. Paul wants to know if you can take some mugs with you when you leave.
I'm not no. Because we've had issues this week.
Relegated from the Premiership, it looks like it's either going to be... Well, it will be probably Dunfermline, maybe St Johnstone.
41.
That's what I just said.
I thought you said 40.
Check on my youth player. Oh, I've got Hydrate as well. Hold on.
That's not right. This is like...
That's empty and 2 days old. Don't bang into the equipment. Anna's older than Kev. Yeah, she's much older than me. Charlie wants me to check on his player.
No, I'm not. I was 85. He's 80.
Yeah, see, she's 85. So this is Charlie Barnacle, still at Everton. Should we look at Barnacle 2? Dave, get off my cable. When you're stood where he stands, so now he's lying on my cable. Move him. Yeah, but he's lying on the cable, so I can't move my head. I need wireless headphones. And this is Barnacle 2. Barnacle the second. Now at Bristol City in the Premier League. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, posture check. Sorry, there we go. Anna's not really older than me. I'm 3 years older than her. She just acts like the grown-up. She's the one with the real job while I sit at home playing on my computer games all day. It's better for everyone to think she's the older one. She's the mature one. I'm the one who orders wrestling figures off the internet and plays computer games all day. But she goes out and does a real job. We didn't tweet out that we got promoted. Youth player check. Oh, Scotty, you're pain in the trousers. I hate all this. You're at Leeds with a beard. And you've played twice this season. I should probably tweet this out. What can I tweet? There must be something about being champions. Champions! 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 She's going to come in again in a minute, isn't she? I'm a nut. Beam me up, Scotty, with 3 in there to confuse Kev. Thank you very much. Who's this? Robbie, thank you very much. Champions, 3 exclamation marks. And now time for some transfers. That'll get them in. They love a bit of that. champion, champion. How many more nights is Anna telling you off before she builds a new garage? I know. It's all part of the plan to let her to get permission to buy Mega Office next door. She'll get so fed up with me, she just says, fine, buy Mega Office, which is what we refer to that flat as now. Even after someone moves in, it will still forever be known as Mega Office. Stream title change. Exactly. Exactly that. Transfers! Just 2 exclamation marks on that. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Bow, 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 bow. Love all this. We're the champions. What's this done to my manager reputation? I reckon we could get a job in Northern Ireland now. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Is this the playoffs? There's a lot of games in that. How does this work? How many teams are in the playoffs? Oh, did it? Oh, it had the relegation ones as well. Okay, that makes sense. So it's 3 teams from the top of the division, 1 team from the bottom of the one above. Okay, I understand now. That confused me for a minute there. Can't believe you've pipped my team Dundee to the title. Sometimes you just have to pip Dundee. I mean, they did give us a proper pasting in the second to last game of the season. It looked like it was all going wrong when they beat us 3-0 in front of 7,000 people. They're going to join us in the championship anyway. They'll win the playoffs, I'm sure. Deadpool, before you do what Jack's just told you to do, I can check even easier than that. Did you tell a mod what sort of player you wanted? So what nationality, name, all that kind of thing. If you didn't do that, then chances are you haven't got a player yet. There's probably still a dozen or so people on the Discord who's redeemed a name in the game player, but they haven't been given one yet because I don't know what they want. So I can't do it. I don't know what I want. You did. In that case, you almost certainly have one. Have Celtic won the Premiership every year? I don't know. Do you have a look? Yep. Yes, they have. So that's going to be some dominance to topple. Holy smokes. That is going to be a tall order, winning the Scottish Premiership. Bearing in mind, I won't do it with either Celtic or Rangers. I don't think we're going to take Clyde all the way there. We're going to need Aberdeen to give us a job. Oh, my word. Doom, 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 doom. What's the aim of the save? Just to win a lot and have fun. Clyde win title with the fewest points by a champion. Oh, that I really did hurt my shoulder celebrating before. Oh, I can't lift my arm above shoulder height. That's not good. What have I done to my arm? I can do this one all right. This one won't go above there. What have I done? Oh, that's not good at all. Ow. that's quite the impressive achievement. I like that. It probably could be the COVID jab, actually. Yeah. I mean, although it's been a week now since I've had that. I had my second dose today, and I'm in agony on the arm. Yeah. Yeah, it did certainly hurt for a while. It shouldn't still be. I've not noticed any pain for a few days now. This is the shoulder where I fell into the bins. Was it last year or the year before? I fell into the bins and did some kind of injury. I can't even remember what the injury was. Bill Gates just activated the chip. Maybe. Bring the magic sponge in. Kev's torn his rotator cuff. That's what it was, I think. The rotator cuff I had a slight tear on. But not a big enough one for it to be an issue. My vaccine's doing an update. Yeah, I'm just downloading new firmware. Oh. This is where you come back tomorrow and I am streaming Minecraft. Because Microsoft own that. Didn't I cut my hand open? Did I cut my hand open? I don't remember. It was before I went to Disney. What? That's when I did my shoulder? Really? That would explain why I vlogged all of Disney on this rubbish little camera rather than a proper camera. Because when I look back at it, I always wonder why it's filmed so badly. That would explain it. Right, Kyle Joseph is getting another contract because he's a good boy. He's a good boy, that Kyle. Hayden Wilson, your name doesn't ring any bells. Because you didn't play a single game last season. Why would I give you a new contract? Do we give Michaela Strachan a new contract? I don't think we do. We can do better. Do I know any good dad jokes? No, I don't really do jokes. Bye, Dale. Missing you already. That was my teacher who fell into the bins and cut his hand open. Must be a common theme. Yeah. No, I fell into the bin sort of and held my arm out like that to catch myself and hurt my shoulder. Oh, God. I went to McDonald's yesterday and had a kid's meal. The kid's mum was fuming. Ridiculous. I know, lad jokes. Lads! I thought the vaccine's supposed to go in your arm. I had mine in my leg. Now my thighs are killing me. Oh, dear. I hate dad jokes. You're all out there. You're all banned. Next dad joke, you get banned. Kev doesn't do jokes, he does puns. Yeah, puns are much better. Puns are great. Puns are like top tier humour. Jokes, meh. Anyone can recite jokes. Puns are where it's at. Love a pun. Posture check, sorry. Oh. Posture. There we go. Posture is good. Oh. See, I can lift my arm up now. I must have just trapped a nerve or something the way I was sitting. As I sat up straight, I felt the relief. That's a worry, isn't it? I sit at this desk too much. Hydration done. Do 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 do. Bigger, sexier, tons of puns. Oh, Pollock's upset. Oh, not Pollock. Love that headline. Pollock drops. Oh, I need to go to bed. Da, 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 bum, bum. Right, we know Scottish contracts expire now, so we're actually going to take in some freebies early on. Swing ball in the garden, only when I'm wearing loose. I don't even know what's going on here. Phoenix Patterson's out of contract. Yeah, he's probably not good enough. Release. 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 Why are all our staff leaving? Did we not set up responsibilities for that? No, we did. Apparently, we just decided they're not very good. That's fine. I'm all for them being replaced. Release them. Anyone who's out of anyone whose contract we've allowed to expire, bin them off. Bin them off. We can obviously do better. Release them all. Release the hinds. Everyone out. We're having a rebuild. Right, now we need some staff post haste. I did have Phoenix at Kettering. He's a lovely boy. Right, we need to post some ad weights now. We don't have many staff left. Okay. We need an assistant manager. We need a coach. We need a head of youth development. We need a director of football. And that'll do. And now we also need... I mean, I don't know who's going to be judging these players we're bringing in on trial. But we're going to bring anyone in on trial that we can, because we know all the Scottish players are now available for trial. Because their contracts are up. Let's just take a bunch of these in. Oh, God, some of these are trash, actually. Hold on. From there. What? What am I pressing? From here upwards. We'll take these ones in. Trial. Like I said, I don't know who's going to be assessing these players. We have no staff, but it'll be fine. We're cancelling them all because we can only have 30 players on trial. Right. Well, we'll bin off a lot of them and then bring in another batch. Get all them in. Who is doing my hiring and firing of staff now? Good old Johnny T. Good. As long as someone other than me is. That's all that really matters. Right. We're not really interested in potential. Oh, crumbs. We've got a problem, boys and girls. Got rid of all the staff. We're going to be at a slight disadvantage this summer. I have no staff at the club. Guess we're going to wait until we've got some staff then. Oh, sugar plums. I guess this means we're going to be getting lots of English players in when they get released in July then. We're not going to get the Scottish ones. The best Scottish ones will already be gone. I promise I've played this game before. Don't forget One Armed Swan and Casanova. That's a good point. Right, we need some staff urgently. Can't believe that's just happened. Guess it's time to move clubs. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Southampton in the Championship. That's interesting. I don't think I'm going to be able to move to the English Championship from Scottish League One, but that's a really interesting looking job. That's the sort of job I'd be wanting after having won the SPL. Probably just still getting inbox messages. Thought you'd sacked your PA too. Yeah. The reason I can't get staff immediately is because I don't use the player search or staff search screens, because they're filthy cheating screens. I'm waiting for people to apply for the job. Just one of my little self-imposed rules that I always follow and won't venture away from under any sort of circumstances. Oh, I can't believe I've got no staff at all. Why is Kyle saying hi? He's been here for like an hour. What are you talking about, Kyle? I'm not going to apply for the Southampton job because I don't want to go. We've got unfinished business here. If I go to Southampton now, we're just going to be in England for the rest of the save then. Ward Prowse is still there. I mean, never managed Southampton. It always looks like it would be quite interesting because they have a good youth setup. Let's see. Doing a youth development thing with Southampton would be a lot of fun, I think. Right, we've got those two. Who's judging that? So we can get those two judged. Kane. See, someone's judging someone somewhere. Yeah, he can go. Probably the chairman helping out. It might be. What is my rep? 2.5 star, I think. Oh, I'm not doing press conferences. They can bite me. Press conference is my eye. Come on, we need some applicants in quick. Normally at this point, I'd upgrade a youth coach just to get somebody, but we haven't even got any youth coaches at the club. Oh, good. We're going to get ahead of youth development first. That was the priority position we needed to strengthen. Donald Murray looks like my guy. Donny, you want far too much money. You crazy man. You can evaluate players. Exactly. Right, come on, get him in quick. Then we can at least get some trialists in. Dundee didn't get promoted, did they? Wow. What a bunch of pathetic bottle jobs. No one's having my Delcroix. It's my Delcroix. Come on, where's this head of youth development? What's taking so long? Why have we not got any assistant managers applying? I need some staff. I'm missing out on all the good freebies. Donny, in he comes. Dun, bum, 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 bum. Recommend me a signing. Right. Oh, we're not going to Southampton. Never mind. Stranger, I can't have a recruitment meeting, presumably. Oh, I am going to have one, but I've got no staff. Who's at the recruitment meeting? Just me. Oh, I've got a chief scout still. He could have turned up on trial day. That would have been handy. Right, at least this is going to give me a bunch of people to bring in on trial, which now my youth development guy can have a look at. Which I guess is better than nothing. Right. Kane Taylor can leave. Delcroix cannot. Right. Are we now getting... Yeah, we are now getting players judged. So let's take those first batch of trialists in, then we'll get the ones off the shortlist as well. So we need to make decisions about these guys quick and release the ones that are no good, and then head back to the shortlist and hope there's still somebody available off the shortlist. I've ballsed this up massively this summer. I might have to just resign. I've taken the club as far as I can because I've messed up. Boom. See, that's the kind of player I'm after. Potential Scottish Premiership central midfielder. We'll have a bit of that. How do we offer him a contract? Why can't we offer him a contract? Oh, because he's actually at West Brom still. Okay. Get them all in and have a proper look at them. Right. Joseph Adeyemi. I don't really want a deep lying forward. But he is better than everyone else we've got. How much money have we got? We're still part-time, aren't we? Which is interesting. I'm not paying any of this nonsense out. Right, as far as I'm concerned, if you're young and only want £240 a week, if you're a decent player, you're coming in. See, he's old. I'm not interested in old men. There's no room for old men around these parts. Ricardo Antoine, much more like it. He's actually still at Rafe. Why have I trialed players who are still at other clubs? What am I up to there? Joe White. Looks like a very good player. He'll do nicely. Get him in. But he needs to take a bit of a pay hit. Certainly on the signing on fee. Not interested. Get that out of here. Smashing. Campbell has got 5. He's the one from West Brom, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not good enough. Asked to go pro. I guess we could ask to go pro because there's loads of money in the bank. Where'd you do it? It's there, isn't it? Professional status. That could be super handy. James Hill. Yeah. Peter Erminski from St Mirren. No, we've got that other goalkeeper who's just come in. Right. A lot of these we can bin off. So he can go. And the rest of them can go. So terminate trials. And then if we go back to here, and get the next batch of trialists in. We can just about save this summer, hopefully. After a pathetic start. But we're going to end up with much better staff because of it. So the moral of the story is, at the end of the day, Kev wins. It's like the streamer showdown. There's a lot of faffing about, but at the end of the day, Kev wins. That's how it works. Right, so those guys are gone. Let's get these next batch in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And hopefully at some point in all this, we're going to get an assistant manager as well. And a coach would be nice before pre-season starts. Otherwise, we're going to have to start pre-season. Oh, did it say we didn't go pro? I didn't even see that message come through. I was too busy pressing all the buttons. Where did it say about not going pro? There. Extra costs. Ah, fair enough. I kind of expected not to go pro. It wasn't. We weren't banking on becoming professional. Right, we have a director of football. He's got the best attributes. He's the man. He might not be. We might not be able to get him. Ah, there we go. 2 tickles and he's in. Top eyes. It was a good spot. At the speed we were going through that, it was a very good spot. I'll allow that. We're trying to get Michael Mellon on loan. Oh, what we do want is Andy Reid. If we're getting domestic loans. Ah, they don't want to let us have him. The one-armed swan. Can we get him for nothing? Casanova. Can we get him for nothing? Yeah. Hooray. And then what is it? Robbie Robbie Can we get him for nothing? How did they get on last season? Leslie, we'll have a look in a minute. Delcroix's not leaving. Oh, Delcroix wants to go to Aberdeen. Don't we all, Ethan? Don't we all? He's happy to stay. What a good boy. Right, the one-armed swan. Oh, we might be reunited with our boy. This will be one of the great moments in the history of Football Manager streams. Kevy 5 times and the one-armed swan are going to reunite. Oh. Oh. Dante Casanova. Oh, this is a glorious transfer window already. My Champions League boys are coming back. What have I done there? Get that off. Take that down there. Knock a few off that. And then because he is actually Scottish, so he'll understand the language. He can translate into Welsh for the other boys. Getting the band back together, exactly. I don't know if any of them are going to be good enough for the championship. That's the thing. But I just want my boys back. No one's having Delcroix. Roddy Lithgow is apparently... He's not the guy I asked for. He's not the guy I offered it to. But if my chairman wants him, my chairman can have him. He's got a goatee beard, which is a positive, I guess. But now I can get Roddy in charge of doing all of the rest. Right. Roddy, come here to me. You've got staff to hire. This is why all the staff got released, because I didn't actually have anyone renewing their contracts. I forgot to do this screen before. So I've just released all my staff for no good reason. We won't worry about that. What if they're trash now? Then we've just overpaid for trash. My argument is they weren't as good as Delcroix, and Delcroix is our star player, so they're unlikely to be trash. Right, assistant manager time. He looks like the most balanced of all of them, although he's English, which is a big bonus because I'll understand him. And communicating with my assistant manager is probably a good thing. Now we're going to go for this guy. Kane Taylor is on his way. Hold on, we just brought in a load of trialists and I've not looked at them. Should probably look at the trialists. Right, Adeyemi we've already offered a contract to. He is a left back who can play left wing. I like it. He'll be a great left back for us. So let's offer him. Oh, fringe player. Not interested. Not good enough. Yeah, none of them are any good. We're going to be getting a lot of trialists from when the English players are released, I think. We need to get all of our staff in properly first. Right. See, he's a good signing. He's a very good signing. Apparently we had a reserves manager. Why didn't he step up before? Right, coach. He looks like he's got all the numbers. But hold on, I always promote my internal boys. So if we've got someone from our reserves who wants to get lost in... You've just applied for it, Simon. You moron. My one-armed Swan's about to sign. What's our assistant? Have we got an assistant manager yet? What's he good at? How have we not got an assistant manager? He looks like the most balanced. We can do a bit of everything apart from fitness. No one can really do fitness. George Kelly is the one. Right, one-armed Swan is in. Delcroix is not going anywhere. Beautiful. Hydrate, I shall. Oh, boys and girls, look what we've just done. The one-armed Swan! We've got him back! Look how much better he is than anyone else we've got. Oh, the one-armed Swan is back. That is signing of the series. See, I don't know if Robbie is going to be good enough. But we know he works well with the one-armed Swan. It's time for Swanee and Clyde. There's a headline. I like that. See, it's not great, but he's good enough as a backup. And we've got history. I'm totally stealing the Swanee and Clyde thing. And and I'm not crediting you for it, and you can't stop me. Oh. So happy. Amazing stuff. We've got the one-armed swan back. Just as well as we didn't get Adeyemi, we've signed 2 other strikers. So they're now the 2 best strikers at the club. Sorted. Take it we're staying for a few seasons with these youngsters with potential coming in. Yeah, probably. The bully way. I'm not doing press conferences. What do you think this is? I consider it an honor to have my work stolen. Thank you. Man reunites with one-armed swan. He's very happy. Yeah, I am. That's not getting all the likes on Twitter. Twitter isn't working properly. Only 4 likes. 5 likes. There's more than 5 of you here. 6 likes. Come on. That's quality tweet. That's quality Twitter right there. Why is he called the one-armed swan? It's his name. Why are you called Stealthy Assassin? He is the one-armed swan. I proudly liked that tweet. It's a world-class tweet. Right, we're getting our assistant manager in finally. Everyone's after Delcroix. He probably needs a new contract, doesn't he? Well, he's got 2 years left. Right, let's just get him with some responsibilities as well. I don't want to do any of this nonsense. What else do we need to do? I'm not doing any of my own media. That's what Greg's for. Likewise, training. There's Simple Simon, who didn't want a first team job. He's afraid of the first team. And yeah, we'll do that as well. Do I bank on my tactics to carry my teams or just leave it up to chance? What do you mean? Liked, unliked, and liked again to see if I could up those numbers more. That's the spirit. And there you go. We've got our reserves manager coming in. Oh, Dante Casanova's in as well. Look at the quality of these players that we were signing for Llanelli, by the way. It makes me wonder how many more of them we should go in for. This Llanelli team was better than the team we've got here now. Is there anyone else who we should be taking? I think we've taken everybody who was any good at this point. Casanova's home. Casanova's back. Oh, I love the fact we're there's now 6 former Llanelli players at this team. Our 2 best defenders, our best right back and left back, our best midfielder, our 2 best strikers. It's beautiful. We're going to bin off these trialists. And I think we're going to do 1 round of Director of Football free transfers before all the English clubs kick out. See if we can get some Scottish players in. And then we'll do the rest of the transfers probably tomorrow night's stream now. When we get to the 1st of July, because that's when the English contracts are at. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Right, let's get these boys in on little trials. Casanova comes to Cumbernauld. Yeah, he does. Dante Casanova. I want to make him captain straight away. Love the fact that we got those boys back, though. I want to bring Martel Taylor Crossdale in now. Come on, everybody in on trial. Just remembered I can use the space bar. I know someone tells me every time. So that, and then space bar. It's quicker. Saves the wrist. Casey Palmer. See, Casey Palmer would be a great sign-in if he'd actually come in now. Because he's far too good for this level of football, surely. Oh, there you go. Adam wins tonight's prize. You can't select all from that screen. Eagles was in with it as well. Who won the Welsh Premier League after we left? Who do you think? Of course it went straight back to TNS. Come on, everybody in on trial. It's the price of 15-minute timeout. No, I like it. I like the fact that my audience are so helpful. It's nice. It also lets me know we're getting fresh people in all the time. How can some... Oh, okay. I thought he was 4-star but surplus to requirements. That would make no sense at all. That guy would be a 4-star fringe... Oh, no, he's in... I'm misreading all of these. Yeah, I've not mentioned the select all thing before. I know. I'm a monster. I should bring it up more often. Apparently we're giving extra... I've never seen that before. Murray Patterson has reported back looking overweight. All right, Fatty Patty. How you doing? Bless him, he's less than 9 stone. Well, 15-year-old who's less than 9 stone, we've got to put him on a diet. This feels wrong. Poor old Fatty Patterson. Never mind, eh? We can only say we're going to do mid-table. That's the worst thing. So apparently we're better than we thought we were. We have a new coach in as well. He'll get bullied for the rest of his life. Watch all the... What use of words? What words did I use? I'm fat. I'm allowed to call someone fat. That's how it works. I could also call him Specky. Or Beardo. How much money have we got? Not a huge amount left. Let's have a look at these guys who've just come in. We certainly don't need another striker. He's too old. Kev, I found out about the Queen being a tinner. She only eats them on flights. Can I send you a link? Absolutely, you can send me a link. I'd love it if she takes them on the plane herself and sets off the metal detector every time. Why is she eating them on flights? I'm going to be so excited if the Queen's a tinner. I just can't tweet about it until Prince Philip's out of hospital. One way or the other. Right. Reece McAleer. He looks like he's good enough to bring in. Let's get him in. Sean Kelly, too old. Plus he's got a side parting and that just freaks me out a little bit in this day and age. Who has a side parting in 2021? Can you send it? I can't. The problem is I have the chat on a different computer to what I have the game stuff on. So it's actually better to send me stuff on Twitter. Although I can copy and paste it across. So, what do we know? The Queen loves Fray Bentos pies and she has a specific time to eat them. Is the Queen a tinner? The Queen shunned a la carte cuisine and loved to tuck into Fray Bentos tinned pies during long-haul flights, her former pilots claimed. Her Majesty couldn't resist the humble comfort food when she was flying around the globe, despite being able to choose dishes from some of the world's best chefs. Other family members would also consume the Fray Bentos pies during the 90s. Why only during the 90s? Appearing on a Channel 5 documentary, Graham Laurie said, "Do you know, they used to love it. I think it's such a lovely change from all that fancy food which comes first class." I need to know if she's a tinner. The pilot did not reveal Her Majesty's favourite flavour, according to Daily Star Online, but the iconic British brand is famous for its steak and kidney, minced beef and onion, and chicken and bacon. I've never seen chicken and bacon. That sounds horrible. This is going to be wet bacon. The pie is hugely popular due to its long shelf life and cheap £2.50 price tag. The Fray Bentos brand was founded in 1865 and was named after a cow-rearing city in Uruguay. This doesn't tell us if she's a tinner or not. Has this got comments? Can we ask? I need to know if she's a tinner. Doesn't say. Can I message Brett Gibbons and ask him? Brett, do you have an email address? Gibbo, you're on Twitter. Right. So, how do I tweet at him? I can't copy two things at once. It's breaking my tiny, tiny mind. I need to... I don't know how to use Twitter anymore. Right. Tweet. Can I tweet? Right. Here we go. Quick question for you. Further to this article, which is great, by the way, can you confirm whether or not Her Majesty eats the pie straight out of the tin, known in, hold on, brackets, known in pie lover circles as being a tinner? Thanks. Yeah, that's reasonable. See what Gibbo has to say. Right. He's got... I mean, the stream's supposed to be over. He's got no time to get back to us. We might have to leave it on a cliffhanger there. What is Gibbo going to have to say about whether or not the Queen is a tinner? Find out in tomorrow night's stream, boys and girls. We're on the edge of our seats here. We're going to find somebody to raid. And then tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, I'll let you know. Yeah, everybody like and retweet that. Let's make sure Gibbo sees it. I want retweets. I want you telling him how important it is. It's the only question you want answering today. And in the meantime, I'm going to find you somebody to raid. We're going to raid Big Jack. Raid Big Jack. Ask him to jump on the Is the Queen a Tinner bandwagon. And I'll see you back here, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. Is the Queen a tinner? We're going to find out soon enough. Don't worry, Little Jack's here. He's ready to watch Big Jack. Are you excited? What is going on, guys? Exactly. Toodle pip, everybody.
Speaking of YouTubers, We've got LOLLUJO dropping a raid with a party. How are we doing, gang? Is the Queen a tinner? What does that mean? What does that mean? Are we meant to defend the raid here? Can we just spam Padukas in response, please, chat? How are we doing, everyone? We need to know if the Queen's a tinner. What is the meaning of this, Kevin? What is the meaning of this? I'm going to your Twitter. Someone said to go to your Twitter. Is this going to explain it? Quick question for you. Further to